we ended up taking a full rest on the.
Oh,
Yeah,
I let you guys finish out with the full rest.
Okay, cool.
All right, we're recording.
I still have not come up with a goal.
I had a couple I came up with that was
that
Voth needs to check out.
Let me handle my. I just realized I hadn't gated my router yet. Yep. So you guys are breaking up a little bit, so I'm gonna go do that.
Your image didn't post.
Everybody off of it.
It sure didn't.
If you click the image, you can see.
I just clicked it, it didn't work either.
Yeah, that did not work.
Fail.
Yep. You got to make sure that it's got to be an image that is hosted somewhere flatly.
Does that work?
Yes.
There we go.
Ooh, is that another good book? Oh, Glenn Cook.
Yeah, same guy that does Black Company.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say I've been looking up a lot of authors lately, and that's one of the names I've come across.
Yeah, Glenn Cook's awesome.
Wonder why that one didn't punch open.
Welcome back, Joe.
A fortress in shadow.
Cool ones. That series also has a book, that title I really love. It's called An Empire Unacquainted with Defeat.
There it goes. I got one to post.
Good with your feet?
That'd be quite the novel.
What a novel idea.
The foot fetish novel.
Novel idea.
Alright, I gotta find where we are on the map. There we are.
Alright, so...
We're the big green boat.
MJ has a pretty simple goal. Get back to sailing towards the vast swamp.
There you go.
I like Perrin's goal about my hometown Ulbakek.
Yeah, I didn't have a precise goal yet, but I figured since we're getting close there, I don't know if I wanted to throw something in about going there or avoiding there or figuring out something to do with my dad. I hadn't quite entirely figured out what it was going to be.
All right. Well, I just figure before we get started, we'll get the goals knocked out. I mean, to me, you left off on the line of wanting to avoid it. You seem to want to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah. Thinking maybe something along the lines of protect Eliza at all costs. I don't know how much that'll come into play.
I think that goal is kind of implicit all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys killed for Eliza, so...
Can't believe these guys would murder the captain like that.
We didn't kill for Eliza. That would be Mr. Buttered Toast over here.
Buttered Toast? Yep. I don't even get that reference in the least.
I don't know.
What? Am I seriously the only one that gets that?
That was in character.
You lost me on that one.
I changed my goal to survive the boating when I was captain.
I would put survive till we stop at a city or something along those lines, because there's no telling how long the boating will keep going. Unless you could leave it at survive the boating, but you're probably not going to succeed at that for at least a session or two, depending on how far. Because I thought you guys were sailing all the way.
We're going to be
eventually to
2 sessions.
I don't know. But you could put survive the riverboating then, I guess, or survive until we ditch this ship, or I don't know. That'll work, I guess. It's just a little bit vague. I had to think about it. Nani, I'm not going to get you a banana right now. Grandma's in the kitchen. Go ask her for a banana. Go.
What about my struggle, Voth? Is it too cryptic?
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Well, I guess it depends on who you think your enemy is. But no, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's cryptic at all, as long as you can manifest it into a scene that makes sense. And
Right.
that's all it boils down to. If you can, convey that you have kept your friends close and your enemies closer, by the end of the session, you win.
Right. Well, the whole idea is, with motives, is to get Crux through roleplay during the game, right?
Yeah. All right. Find out more about my father's secret organization and the happenings back home as we drive by, or sail by, I guess.
Yeah. Now that I'm getting a little closer to home, some of the feelings about my family might pop up a little bit more.
All right. And Azar wants to try to convince Perrin of his father's virtues. Good luck succeeding there.
I can attempt my heart out.
That's right. Attempt.
Yes, you can. And Relay wants to reorient the party back towards sailing to the vast swamp. Sounds good to me. Alrighty. So, recap. You guys woke up the next morning after you went to sleep, I guess, after the snake demon fight, the viper demon. You guys had some heals that went not so hot, and parents started thinking maybe my whole purpose is to destroy stuff because I can't heal. Well, you actually caused more damage in attempting to heal him by driving possessed poison over his whole body.
And then taking that poison on myself and hurting myself.
Yep.
Yeah,
all around fail.
That's true. Well, either way, then there was the sleep, and Perrin had a really awkward moment where Azar wakes up to Perrin looming over him, threatening to kill. Then he got his hand, but either way, it put a strain on you guys' relationship. And Azar, Kevin, Ben went to the temple
Azar, Ben, Kevin.
to pray.
Azar,
Right.
Ben Kevinson.
So the next morning, Perrin and Relay wake up, and they head out, and they're going to go find Azar wherever he has gone, assumedly to the temple, where they're met by guards. The guards want to bring you in for questioning and related to a crime where someone was assaulted in the name of Pelor, blah, blah, blah. You refuse to go. When they try to forcibly bring you in, the two of you decide to start beating ass wholesale on the street of city guards.
Well, it wasn't that. We were just keeping ourselves on track.
I like that.
Well, either way,
By doing that.
Sherry asked MJ, "Are we going to do this?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, we're doing this."
That's right.
yeah,
Heck yeah.
Relay's more
already
zealous
had
than
his
Perrin
face
is.
He's a total religious zealot now, man.
This is why I'm in it for Pelor, man.
So, yeah, you guys started cracking skulls for Pelor, and Relay called down an angel to brandish a sword and shield, and ultimately used it as leverage to drive the men away in fear, and they fled. And you guys were like, all right, well, we got to get moving.
I just
You happen
realized
to have sent
I just
you
realized
sent
that we were
the little
using,
girl.
we were using Pelor, who's the god of light and everything, and fear. And fearing
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, I mean, light drives away cockroaches when you turn it on. So I mean, light can be fear-inducing.
That's true.
But and easily you could argue that these guys are cockroaches. So.
Yep.
You guys had sent Eliza to fetch Azar, and you guys meet him on the street on the way back, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Fighting in the street. I can't leave you. Like, I can't leave you for 30 seconds. Urgently, you guys run for a boat that you have heard might be going to Safeton. You know nothing about the guy. You jump on his boat. You pay him too much to get out of town, and he agrees. He asks you if you know anything about sailing, to which Azar lies to his face. And you guys sail down the river. You sail down the river. And as you're exiting the town, you can go ahead and add 4 gold back if that's something you'd be willing to do. As you guys are exiting the town, you see a diplomatic retinue from what appears to be the Erethnovix and Devarnish entering the town. So, based off context clues, you guys sort of assume that Devarnish has fallen to the sort of socialist rebel faction there. Is that really a Pelortet? It looks like the Lone Ranger mixed with the Sun guy.
I was thinking it looked like emblem. A monkey wearing a Lone Ranger mask or something.
It actually is the symbol of Pelor. Somebody tattooed, I don't even know what's that. It looks like on our shoulder blade.
That's on their chest, it looks like.
You think?
Maybe. Could be a shoulder
I think
blade.
It's on the back shoulder blade.
This is what it reminds me of. Paste. I am the sun.
That is awesome.
That's Pelor.
With Lone Ranger mask. In the sun with a Lone Ranger.
He's been missing because he's just been, through a painting phase. He just really likes painting right now.
For some reason, I just look at that picture and I think, Kevin Kevinson is right there.
No, that's Perrin without his helmet on.
Perrin's blonde.
No, man, Perrin without his helmet on it. Yeah, he's.
When I take my helmet
normally
off,
not this
poof,
bad.
like that.
It's normally not this bad, but this sea air makes your hair frizzy.
He goes from totally flat, straight hair to frizzy. Matt, you have the worst time posting images.
All right.
You got to right-click on it and do a copy link. Copy image link. It's probably the best way to do it.
You guys are sailing down the river. You kind of have some heart-to-hearts about stuff. Azar admits to having stolen the map, and Perrin tells him, "Oh, that's your past. You can leave it behind in the future. You're not going to be a thieving little bastard, right?" And of course, Azar's like, "Oh yeah, of course."
I crossed 2 giant elongated fingers behind my back.
And as you guys are, what do you call it? Having this heart-to-heart, you guys catch wind of the captain sort of being a little bit too nice to Eliza, a little bit too creepy with Eliza, which brings y'all's heart-to-heart to an end, and you guys end up yelling at him, threatening him, breaking his hand, and then healing it back. To which Relay, you actually... Oh, no. You guys have slept, so you would have got your daily back. Yeah,
right,
you're just breaking his hand and healing it, and then there's some arguing that goes on, to which Azar is completely oblivious, and he's like, "Why are we so mad at the captain?" Which is gonna make The next morning, very awkward when you guys wake to find that he has been thrown overboard and there's blood all over the deck.
Oh, we didn't see that.
No, you guys were sleeping.
Oh no, you guys.
That's right. We woke up to Eliza screaming and shit.
Yes, which I believe Perrin had the first rest.
Yeah, I was the first watch.
After this whole scene, you guys are going to have to try to finish your rest off. But that's where we're going to pick it up. You guys unmistakably would hear the shrill scream of a terrified young Eliza. Knowing the fact that the captain appeared to be pedophilic, how would Relay react waking up to her screaming? What would be his first thoughts?
He got splattered by the slice of the blood, and then he yelled sausages in his sleep first, and then and he's gonna wake up to seeing well, describe the scene again for me. I'm kind of lost.
She was kneeling over. I'm sorry. He was kneeling over her, and he was like whispering to her and kind of like, doing inappropriate touching.
Yeah,
he hadn't gotten through the clothes yet. He hadn't gotten through to anything actual, but the implicit nature of the way he was acting was
right,
very obvious.
Okay.
That's when.
Oh, so I woke up before
Perrin comes back aboard because he. No. Perrin had gone ashore to use the restroom.
Oh.
And when he comes back, he sees that in his absence, the captain had taken the moment to go over there. And remember, the captain had been drinking a lot after you guys smashed his hand. So he's over there. He's like, "Hey, little girl," and being creepy. And she's like, "Perrin?" He's like, "No, it's me, Rinaldi." And then he says something else inappropriate. And that's when Perrin comes up, and his reaction is just instantly to cleave the man's head off.
Yeah. What?
Just slices it, and blood spews all over Eliza, all over the deck. And if you want blood to land on you, blood lands on you, and you wake up to screaming and blood hitting your face.
Okay. Oh, so I didn't see the whole exchange then.
I'm sorry.
No, everybody
one of you at a time.
Yeah. I was picturing the scene from Dracula Dead and Loving It, where there's just blood spraying everywhere.
Yeah. Relay will get up and he'll walk up over to Perrin, put a hand on his shoulder, and say, "You should turn yourself into to the city guards." He'd be like, totally kind of, not really caught in what just happened to the captain because of his run-in with him too, not really caring. He'll turn back over to Perrin and go, so who's going to drive the ship? Sail the ship now?
Kevin knows how to.
Oh, that's right. Okay, great.
Kevin is asleep. He's a hard sleeper.
Let's dump the body overboard and let's get back to sailing.
Very calm about this situation.
Well,
it's still the middle of the night, so you guys are gonna have to go back to sleep after this to get your full rest.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
was this during?
That being said, you've got a body and blood all over the deck.
And a screaming.
And Azar, you want to be a heavy sleeper?
Yeah, I'm a heavy sleeper.
Man, you've got to be an intensely heavy sleeper. Screaming girl on same boat.
Relay will lift up his mace, say, I can knock her out.
That won't be necessary.
If you want to sleep through this, I'd put in your notes that you're an extremely heavy sleeper, so it might come back to bite you in the butt later.
You're gonna sleep through us being murdered.
Probably.
Right.
At least Eliza will let me live, because I wouldn't have witnessed her face. Oh, notes.
Yeah. So Relay will tell parents, say, hey, you need to take her down below and get her to stop screaming.
Yeah, I will, make sure Eliza's doing all right. That's obviously a very disconcerting thing to wake up to. But I'll kind of, not panicking, but being like, Eliza, are you okay? Are you okay? Did he hurt you? Are you okay?
He wasn't hurting me. He wanted to talk or something. I don't remember. He smelled funny.
Yeah, he was not in his right mind. He had some demons were dictating his actions. He was sick in the head.
He was
Thought you
saying
were gonna be
something
all
about his head.
liquor.
You're not hurt though, are
He
you?
was saying so. What was he saying, Bob? Something about a what?
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask about that one.
Something about his head. She looks over you with teary eyes and she says, Perrin, what is a one-eyed wonder worm?
Oh, Lord.
I'm just kidding.
We need some female adventurers.
It's something you find in the vast swamp, and we can go looking for one later.
It's a very dangerous animal. Never get near one.
Never. It likes to spit. Bad.
So if she's, I'm
moving on.
Just gonna try to calm her down and if possible get her back to sleep.
Let's see.
Maybe make sure she, gets cleaned up and the blood off of her and stuff like that.
Yeah, you could clean her off and you could eventually get her to calm down. But it doesn't appear like she's going to necessarily be able to sleep. Like her eyes are closed, but you could tell by the way she's kind of tossing and turning and breathing that she's not really sleeping. But you've done all that you can for a little girl that you splattered in blood.
Relay's going to say...
I mean, contextually, she doesn't even realize what was going to happen.
No.
So...
So
she's kind of confused. You just told her that he's a bad man, and so she's like, I guess. How do you know he's a bad man, and why did you splatter me in blood? So I mean, unless I don't even know. I don't really know how a 12-year-old girl would react. So I'm just gonna say she's kind of in shock.
Yeah. I think
all right.
What?
Now, what were you?
Yeah. While that was all going on, Relay's going to suggest that they move the boat down stream a little bit. Where exactly are we on the map?
You're the marker on the map.
Oh, we're only there? Yeah.
You guys sailed about this far, and you had to take the night. Because you didn't leave, like, first thing in the morning. Let me look for the measure thing. There's, like, a key somewhere, I would think. Yeah, I'm not seeing the distance. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, geez, Louise. Let's see. 5 feet is 200 miles.
Wow.
So, like this, you guys have traveled like 400 miles in a day. So I think you're doing pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Well, Relay is suggesting that we get the... leave from this spot here just in case anybody comes by and sees what we've done.
Well, a body in the water, I mean, rivers flow.
True.
So the body would be heading towards Nadir, whatever this body of water is. I guess it's called Nadir. Mm-hmm. It would be taken away by the current quickly.
Okay. He'll dump the headless captain overboard. And start doing some work.
The body's floating away.
To get the deck all cleaned up, they got to have some sort of cleaning tools or something on there.
Oh yeah, bucket. They have like a little scrubby brush on a stick.
He's gonna
to push all the junk off.
Relay's also going to take some time to go down to the captain's chambers to see what he can find down there. Keeping his potential new enemies closer, that is. Learning more
Well,
about...
Captain's dead.
He is
You
dead,
can go down there.
but he does have friends.
In his private possessions, you'll find, another bottle of alcohol. You could find the 4 gold that he had taken from Azar. Or the 40 gold, I guess would be, but it'd be 4 value. Then he'd take it from Azar and placed it his little safekeeping thing in there. You might find a ledger of the things that he had moved and sold as a merchant or whatever. But all in all, he doesn't have anything very interesting. He was a simple river boat operator.
No letters received from any friends or letters writing to friends or anything like that?
Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary with the captain. Nothing interesting about him.
No journal?
Nope. He just kept a ledger.
Okay. So Relay will kind of think in his own mind, internalize, and say, well, I guess he's not going to pose that much of a problem.
Yep. Probably not. Especially considering he's dead. So are you going to go try to get back to sleep, Relay?
He'll go up and go back.
Take
Yeah, no, he's gonna try to go back to sleep so he can regain his dailies and everything like that. But he's gonna first find Perrin and talk with Perrin a little bit.
Okay. This is going to be sort of at the end of Perrin's watch, so it would make sense that you guys transition watches at this point, but you could absolutely go find him. He went down inside and he's sitting with Eliza.
Okay. So he'll go down to Perrin and ask him how's she doing, looking over at Eliza.
Good. She wasn't hurt, thankfully. We'll have to wait till morning. Make sure that we take the first 2 watches so that Kevin can get plenty of sleep, because he's the one who's going to have to sail this boat in the morning. He's going to need all the rescue.
Okay. Relay will go over and say, all right, I'll take the next watch. You go ahead and get some sleep, and I'll watch over Eliza.
Will do. Thank you for your understanding in this matter.
Murderer.
No, I was defending a young girl.
Oh, I absolutely agree. But I guess in the future, maybe we, instead of just hacking their heads off, I know it's kind of a heat of the moment thing, and I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for bashing in people's heads and stuff, but
yeah,
at
least I killed the child molester. You killed the innocent little man in.
But
what was that?
Someone's got a
weather warning.
Yeah, weather warning going on. That's probably Jacob.
Is that you, Jacob?
No, that was my phone in the other room.
Oh, it's either that or like an Amber Alert or something.
Oh yeah, it's Amber Alert, Detroit, Michigan. I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, close. It's close, so they're just sending them out. It's Eliza!
Yeah, right?
No, he's going to turn back and say, well, but from what I've learned from what you've taught me and what I've been learning of Pellar here, as I've been in prayer and studying, is that all those who haven't come to Pellar are innocent souls. So I think moving forward that we both need to take that into consideration. it would best be that we perish than they perish, because now the captain has been sent in his sins back to Pelor.
I can't really argue against that. There's definitely multiple ways to handle this situation.
It says, we'll discuss it more in the morning.
You could, if you wanted, I'd just say this would be a good time for you to bring out your struggle. Am I a destroyer? He's trying to tell you to approach it like this nice way, and
well, a divine way. Yeah.
I'm the.
Yeah, kind of look at my hands like, what have I done?
And you're like, everything, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Well, all I have is a sword.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't surprise me if I will kind of quietly reflect on what Relay has said and kind of realize that, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best way to go about things. But
these kids are driving me nuts this morning. All right. Finally, like, I send them out because they're being loud, and they run down the hall screaming, leaving the door open. I'm like, are you serious? Kids.
Rebels, man.
Anyways. I'm back. I'm sorry.
That's all good. Yeah, I'll kind of walk away, kind of looking at my hands, thinking about what I've done, and definitely realizing that maybe that wasn't the right way to handle it.
Maybe I shouldn't just wholesale slaughter people.
Hey, we're still young in this Pelor thing. We're still learning, right? We're going to make mistakes along the way.
Learning curve.
That's where there's penance for, right?
All right. Well, as long as I have confessional, I could do anything.
Relay stares over at Perrin and imagines his hammer smashing in his head, and it's like, oh, no, wait, I got to keep my enemies closer.
So Perrin's your enemy now?
Maybe.
Oh.
Very confusing scene. Now, asleep.
That's why Relay likes it. Confusing. Yes. Relay will take the next watch.
All right. Relay, roll me a d6 for your watch. Let's see.
Man, this all came about because I rolled the freaking one.
Yeah.
A d6. 1d6, right? I'll just do a
Yep.
roll.
Holy Christ.
And another child molester pops up out of nowhere.
That's right.
He's a zombie.
The captain reanimates headless, and he's like gurgling out his neck slot. Come here, little girl.
All right. Relay, let's give you a look over. So, you're sitting there and you're on watch, and you've been, I assume while you're on watch, this is when you're going to actually do the washing of the blood off, correct?
Right. He'll take some time to get the boat back in, cleanliness.
You notice
no evidence of
this one rope.
Uh-huh.
This one rope is was like laying in the blood, so it's like completely soaked through with blood. What would you like to do with the rope?
He's gonna check out and see where is it just like a rope that's circled together, laying on the floor, or he'll look to see if it's connecting to something, or what's it doing?
It appears to be like some of it's tied to like an anchor, not an anchor. Do you go on boats, MJ?
Not really. I'm in Colorado.
Okay,
We're landlocked.
they have this thing. They have this thing that's on the side of the boat,
Mhm.
like this. Can you see it down
Yeah,
here where I drew
I
it?
see it. I know. It's tied off.
Rope. Yeah, it's a tie off. It's where people you wrap the rope around it a few times and then you just put a little half hitch or some shitty little knot on it,
Okay.
and it won't come undone. It's basically on something like that. Now, to understand the purpose of this knot, it's going to be an OB3 sailing check.
Sailing?
But it is completely, but it's completely coated in blood.
Wouldn't it be more of a lore?
Nope. OB3 sailing check. Lore is boats sail on the water. Boats are built here. This is what boats are. But the intricacies of it is going to be a sailing check.
So basically I rolled that at incompetent, right?
Yep. You could also just choose to fail if you don't want to spend a bunch of potential on it. You can just roll a 1.
Cruxes to bring it down to 1.
And it's OB3, you said?
OB3.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm not going to spend any potential on that, and I am incompetent
All right,
at it. So
go ahead and roll 1d6 at it then, to see how good you do. All right.
3.
You don't even get a success at major
It's
cost.
another 3.
You look at this rope,
Curse you, 3s.
and the fact that it's coated in blood completely takes over in your mind, and you think this rope can't possibly be that important.
So
it's coated in blood, though. What do you do with this unimportant coated in blood rope?
He'll take out his dagger and just kind of cut the portion off where the blood was and throw it into the water.
All right, you cut the portion off with the blood and you throw it into the water.
Can I get some experience?
You get the... Well, you didn't succeed at a cost. You just failed.
I failed at a major cost.
No, you failed. Missing it by 2 is at a major cost. You missed by 3. That's just failure. You feel like you get the deck looking nice and clean. Your watch appears to come to an end without any major changes.
Sweet.
Now it is. Are you going to wake up Azar?
Yeah.
All right, go wake him up.
Okay, he'll walk over to him and say, "Wake up, sleepyhead."
I don't wake up because of
It's very creepy.
Now he'll do boot to the crotch then.
You notice I have a spike trap there for this occasion.
Well, he'll begin put a foot to his shoulder, start kidding. Hey, Azar.
My eyes
Azar.
open and I'm grumbling, but I'm not actually conscious yet.
Yeah, when he was saying "wake up, sleepyhead," he was talking to the hand, by the way.
Oh,
Because the face don't understand.
That's right.
apparently the hand is asleep. He probably has it bundled up.
My
and his
hand has
is,
one of those
crawled up.
comical snores where he's like,
There you go.
I've never understood that. Only in
I don't
cartoons.
know.
What does anybody in the world go me after they snore?
I have no idea, but that's all I remember from every cartoon sleeping ever.
Yeah, me.
It was kind of like a dog saying "bow wow." I mean, never has that ever happened.
Well, maybe it was they were portraying that they were practicing singing, do re mi fa si la ti dos or whatever, and they got stuck on me while they were sleeping.
Maybe, but after some struggle, you get Azar awake. So Azar, you're not the quickest to rise, but you've now risen.
Can I get a experience point for waking Azar?
No. Why would you get an experience point for waking Ezar?
Because I just...
Maybe if you succeeded at a cost.
Yeah, I just used my Waking Azar skill, and I succeeded at a cost.
Azar, you're awake now. Go ahead and roll your d6 to see how your watch goes.
What the motherfuck, dude?
Holy
Wow, we all rolled 1.
One club.
Alright. You're standing up on the boat and you realize that the boat is moving. And it's moving the wrong direction. It's like going down the river backwards from what you can tell in the dark. And you don't really know what to expect ahead of you.
How are we going this way, but the body's going that way?
That's right.
No. The boat is not going bow first. It's going aft first, is what I'm saying.
Oh, like, okay. Yeah, I get you.
Oh, we're floating backwards.
Yeah, you're floating like this down the river. You're just kind of going backwards, and it's not even perfectly backwards. It's sort of like a diagonal backwards because you're just riding the current. Of course, you as someone who doesn't know shit about sailing might not necessarily realize that you're being pulled along by the current. But regardless, you're being pulled down the stream by something, and you don't know why. What would you like to do?
The fact that we're going backwards down the river doesn't seem good to me. I make sure we're not traveling backwards in time. Like, I look around and assess, the sides of the river and make, there's like a deer chewing on grass and going normal. I'm like, okay, cool. We're moving backwards. This is not good. So I
comes to a warlock, ex-warlock. Make sure we're not time traveling.
Exactly.
Okay.
You never know. We're going backwards, and I start looking over the edge of the boat to look further down the river to see if there's any immediate danger.
Give me an obtuse sailing check to see if you could perceive danger based off what you know about rivers and sailing.
Hey.
I'll succeed at a cost.
All right. You could succeed at a cost in your sailing check. You look down and you do indeed see a rock protruding in the river, and you can see the water washing around it because you're in sort of like the shallow edge of the river. And you see this rock, so you do think to yourself, that would probably break the hull. But you can't, for the life of you, think about what you should do. That's your minor cost. You're going backwards and la-di-da-da, so what are you going to do about this?
I would like to roll a lore check from my time in Valuna transcribing books. I'm sure there may have been a few about boats or a captain's adventures and his shenanigans like as such. So I want to see if I recall what that character would have done.
All right. I will give it to you at an OB1.
I'm just going to roll straight lower.
Oh boy. No. He gets it.
All right. You get right at the success, and you do recall a story that you were once reading. It was something along the lines of like Huckleberry Finn. And he went down a river in a raft, and when there was a rock in the way, he used a pole to push off. So if there's a pole, you could push the boat away from the rock by basically putting the pole on the rock and pushing.
Said,
I look
Captain
around
Huckleberry Finn?
for an oar.
You find an oar. You could find one of the long oars. They're going to be like 8 to 10 foot oars that reach down in the water. So yeah, there's definitely an oar.
Did Rayleigh go to sleep immediately, or are you still up?
He's out.
It took you a while before this really sank in. You're kind of walking around the boat. You're half asleep. You might have gotten a snack, and then you go up and you look off the bow like, wait, we're going backwards, and that's when it sinks in. So it's been like 15 minutes or so.
I use then since I'm alone, I shout, guys, wake up! Bad things are about to happen. Let's see if we can get through this.
Is Perrin downstairs with Eliza still?
Yeah.
Right, Perrin's probably not going to hear you.
You want me to roll to see if I hear him?
But no, you're just not going to hear him because, like, they're going backwards. I'm assuming he ran to the back of the ship.
Well,
you guys are probably
I walked
in
away from quarters. MJ was staying with Eliza. I had walked away to kind of think about what I had done, so I might be like up top off by myself.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll have you be able to wake up, but for now, when you notice this, Azar, you're screaming this as you're in the process of resolving it because you realize you have about 10 seconds to react.
Yeah.
You see it a little bit too late because you're not necessarily good at this.
I got a little sidetracked, but basically what I was asking is, or what I was going to say is, I yell out, guys, everybody wake up, as I run over to the side of the boat that I need to be on, and I try to use the oar to push off. As I'm running over there, I'm shouting for them to get their asses up, whoever is there.
It's going to be, you grab the oar, and you're getting over there into position. And for you to be able to prevent the imminent impact, it's going to be an obtuse physique. And then you're going to be screaming while this happens, and then so we'll have them react after your roll. Okay. No, he did not share the captain death.
That's what Kevin's like, what the fuck's the captain?
Said physique.
Yes, obtuse physique.
Oh, well,
hello?
Damn, I'm muted. My
bad. Internet die?
I was asking is that 13 the potential coin?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
then I'm going to spend 3 potential on this.
Oh, I thought you were going to spend 13. I was like, Jesus Christ. I do not want to die in a river. Right, throw 3 out and do your roll.
How do I close this window now? It's not closing.
Which window?
You click back at the bottom.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, all the token windows, card windows.
Wow.
3 5s.
You succeed with a minor bonus, and the minor bonus is you get over there on it, and then you realize that you can sort of leverage off from the banister in a way that you're basically using it like a giant lever, and you manage to steer the aft of the boat away from this rock, and you just miss it, and you're going to succeed before they're even all the way up from waking up. Now the two of you are going to wake up relatively groggy. You're not getting a good full night's sleep at this point. It's going to be somewhat bothersome waking up. So, but you guys do come to, and you see a panicked. Well, are you panicked, Azar, or are you super calm?
I felt
somewhere in between.
I felt like I was in the moment, like I was focused, like I coiled my fingers around my goatee, and then I recalled that story as fuck yeah, and reacted instantly.
Yeah. All right. So you guys see a sort of intense-looking Azar down at the back of the ship, holding an oar, and he's yelling at you guys to wake up. We wake up to this scene, and you're like, "What the fuck is Azar doing with an oar, screaming at us?"
Man, when I went to bed, everything was
Relay goes back
under
to
control. Nothing was wrong at all.
I murdered everything that was wrong. Why is there wrong again? What do I have to murder?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, what do you guys do?
Kevin, what's happening?
We're going backwards down the river. I thought we were tied off. I don't know why the hell we're not tied off anymore, but I think an animal chewed through the line or something. We're floating down the river.
Also, would Azar realize that there's no captain here to help him with the boat moving backwards?
I haven't noticed yet, but I will eventually.
Thanks be to Pelor, you know how to sail this boat.
Are you muted? Or you just don't want to react?
Damn it! No, I said, I'm a natural, which technically isn't a lie because it just kind of naturally happened.
Oh, good. We'll need you to sail the rest of the river now that the captain's dead.
What?
The captain was a sinner and he's no longer with us.
Judge, jury, executioner.
You say that in game. What? Why did? What?
He was. I caught him trying to harm Eliza, and I took care of it.
My consequence tracker is light confused.
Consequence tracker.
Confused. Alrighty. Okay,
Wow.
at this point, knowing that the captain has been thrown overboard, and Azar is, trying to tell truths now, necessarily, especially considering you brought up
There's all shit.
the map and the fact that you stole that. Would you feel compelled to reveal to them that you lied about being able to sail, or are you going to keep the facade up?
I'm gonna naturally let it come out. It's just I'm still very confused. I have no idea why the captain's dead. He just keeps telling me the captain's dead, and I don't know if you said you killed him. I can't remember that part, but just the captain's dead, and I'm basically like, fucking goddamn it, guys! Again, I go to sleep for 2 seconds.
It's whenever you are not around, things go terribly wrong. How can I help you sail this boat? Is it like starting to become light out?
No, it would still be like 4 in the morning. You guys didn't quite finish out a full night's sleep. I'm not going to put any penalties, but it's still quite early. It's hard to see.
Is there an anchor or any rope anywhere on the boat?
There's rope all over the boat, and
Like rope that's accessible, not tied off already.
no, there'd be like a pile of rope somewhere that you could make use of. And also, when you think back to the anchor, you remember how the captain had carried it ashore and put it around a tree for a nice secure hold. And you're looking around, and you're like, "There's no anchor. There's no fucking anchor."
Since I was chilling next to this captain, did I see how he moseyed up to the shoreline?
How he got the boat up to the shoreline?
Yeah, since he walked up and tied the anchor around a tree, we had to have gotten to the shore somehow.
Yeah. To get, he basically not quite beached, but you know how when you get the bow of the boat just in the sand so you can hop off? He did that by having you guys row into the shore. So he rowed into the shore until the bow touched, and then he jumped off.
I recall that, and then I tell Perrin, relay, grab the oars. We gotta guide ourselves to the shore. We're not quite done here yet.
I'll run over to grab the oars and yell, "Yes, Captain."
Yes, Captain. Like
All right. Between the three of you, without having the captain actually guiding somebody, because you know how when one side, okay, first off, you're going to be uneven. One side's going to be rowing harder than the other side because it'll have two oars, and then you know how when you're having a boat be rowed, you have to have one side row harder and the other one stop rowing and things like that to turn the boat. In order to get you guys to do this, it's going to either be a collective OB3 sailing where the three of you roll together and try to talk amongst yourselves, or if Azar can take it all on his own, it could be an OB3 just for him. But for everyone to participate, basically Azar is going to have to let them know that he doesn't quite know as much as he thinks he knows. Are you muted?
No, I'm thinking about it. How difficult would it be if I kept it a secret?
OB3.
In sailing?
It's OB3 either way, but if everyone works towards the OB3, obviously it has some implications of being a lot easier because everyone has at least one in sailing. Where if you keep it to yourself, that's just one dice that you get in sailing.
I will keep it to myself.
Alrighty. You start yelling to people to how to row in order to turn the boat and push it towards the shore. OB3.
I'm going to drop 3 more potential. Click here. Sailing. 3. No whammies. No whammies. Okay. 1 success. Oh, it's a 6.
You got 2 dead ducks though, so I mean you got some stuff to work with there.
What would that
Do you
be?
want to explode that 6?
With a major cost or what?
Yeah, right now it would be a success with a major cost.
Okay, and then I will explode that 6 for. God, dude, these ones. All right, you know what? I just accept it and let me.
Yep.
That up.
All right, you're going to succeed with the major cost.
Yeah.
As you get them rowing and you get everyone in position and you're yelling out for everyone what to do, you're not paying attention that you're doing it backwards. So you're taking the aft into the shoreline instead of the bow. And as you guys are rowing, you start picking up speed, and then you hear this cracking sound as you realize the steerboard is getting pushed into the sand by the whole weight of the boat, and the steerboard breaks off. But you do beach the back end of the boat into the sand, and you can jump off now.
I hop onto the edge and I'm like, well, damn it, that didn't work out like I thought. But we're alive, guys. we're not dead.
Good job, Kevin.
Off the edge.
You could tie the boat off now to a tree if you like.
I mean, it's fucked up. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, we should probably do that. And I yell up, hey, we should probably throw a line over tied to this tree right here.
I just assumed you had it with you because that was your plan.
Oh, well then, yes.
But I mean, if you want to forget, that's fine too. You go and you tie the boat off. The boat is now secure again. Everybody could go back to sleep if they want. Well, as our
I'm going to play my lute and cheat. I mean, play a song again. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta do that. I'm going to get some extra rest. I'm gonna not even do a watch. I'm gonna sleep with everybody else.
Kevin.
Like a big sausage pig.
All right. While you were AFK,
Yeah.
Jay,
What happened?
We're all dead.
We're all dead.
Azar managed to get you guys to row the boat to beach it on the sand.
Oh, did I get
but he
woken
did it
up?
backwards?
Oh, okay.
you guys rowed backwards, and he broke the steerboard off in the sand. So you guys don't have
the
a
boat's
method
history.
of steering the boat at this point. But it is beached and it's tied off so that you guys could go back to sleep. And Azar has decided to play a song while he waits for the morning. Everybody goes back to sleep, and it is the next morning. Congratulations, you guys survived the night of the 3 ones.
There's so many ones. Jesus Christ.
So many ones.
Wow. The night of the 3 ones.
But
What? Did we lose you? Voth cut out.
bring the mechanism to the boat.
So you have to start over,
It's
Voth.
okay.
You cut out there for a second.
Oh, I think we all cut out,
Alright.
or at least I did.
Yeah.
Must have been the hangout.
The next morning,
Okay.
Azar's had some time to think. He could reflect on the fact that he doesn't know how to sail. There's no captain. He's broken off the mechanism by which you steer the boat. And he's just kind of like, how does that make you feel, Azar?
As we're all sitting around the fire, either on the boat or on the shore, wherever we are.
I would
Where are we?
hope that you wouldn't build a fire on a wooden boat. Just
Well,
saying.
I'm saying there's a fire on land or with the brazier thing that I said last time on the boat.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you said something about a brazier. Yeah, you'd probably be standing around the brazier.
Okay. Well, then I'm like, that really wasn't all that bad. I feel like that could have gone worse. But
It could have gone worse.
full disclosure, I was totally joking before when I said that I knew what I was doing. I thought it was a cool joke to tell a captain. It didn't work out. I didn't. I wasn't expecting you to kill the captain. That fucking really took me.
I was not expecting to kill him either, but
Why did
apparently
you kill the captain again?
I'll cover Eliza's ears so she can't hear. Say he was trying to molest Eliza.
That motherfucker. What?
I'm gonna kill him myself.
I would have done the same thing.
That's the thing. I feel like all 3 of us would have killed him in this situation.
We would have fucking stabbed him for the watch over and over again.
Relay raises his hand, says, no, I think I would have probably tried to help him.
So, I kind of have a feeling that killing is all I'm good for.
Sorry, that war song popped into my head for a minute.
War. Who?
What is it good for?
Exactly.
Does anybody... Kevin, can you get out your map? Do you know where we are?
I pull out my map and I kind of fiddle a little bit opening it, and I almost drop it over the fire. I'm like, oh shit! And I catch it and I pull it away from the fire, and then I look at it and I'm like, okay, I think we're.
You look at it, and you're trying to estimate, and you see that there are woods on either side of the river, so you're like, we're somewhere in this 200 miles.
I remember passing a fork a while back, and then also it felt like we were turning, and we're in some trees, so I think, I don't know, somewhere over here, probably, yeah.
Thank God we made it past the fork before we killed that captain.
Yeah, that could have
Otherwise, we'd end up over here.
fucking, god damn it.
Well, do you think you'll be able to sail? Like, let's take a look at the ship. I heard some cracking noises as we were coming into the shore. Do we think it's still sailable?
I look at the boat and I'm like, oh yeah, the flipper thing's definitely broken.
No, but it is sellable.
I mean, we got oars. We can maybe do something there. And we got a sail. But yeah, the flipper's definitely broken. That's what that is. It's a flipper. I'm like kind of rubbing my nose.
The flipper.
Well, according to the map, it looks like we're probably at least probably like a week away from walking to the next town, which is what, Divers?
Yeah. We're probably going to have to try
I
to sail this thing to
think-
Divers somehow.
Yeah, we should give it a shot, and if it doesn't work, try to stay out of the deep water. If it doesn't work, we can walk and try to find a little village on the way and maybe buy some horses.
I mean, we can do that, but I think we found our calling. We have to sail the seas of Pelor and deliver the word. I mean, the vast swamp is across the ocean. We have a boat. I think we could do this. We really believed and Pelor guided us.
Let's not lose sight of what we're actually doing here, Azar. We are actually not sailing the seas of Pellar. We are trying to get to the stinking vast swamp, and learn more about this lich, so that we can kill it. I mean, it's like we're like it's minions just running along in the world here.
That's exactly what I was saying. We gotta sail across to the vast swamp. We gotta sail over.
Yeah, we gotta get there.
We have a boat already.
Right. But can we...
And those images are not posting.
Man, they are not posting.
I'm so tired of this internet.
Sailing the seas of sheep.
Well, it's not your internet. It's just a certain type of pictures for some reason don't
It's
post.
probably because of the host from which I took it.
Yeah. Amazon for some reason does not let you repost on there.
Yeah, I was having trouble with Amazon earlier.
Yeah, anything you grab from Amazon, don't do that one because it doesn't post it for some reason.
Well, not nobody's fault, kind of, even though it's my fault. But we are. I feel like
it's kind of my fault.
I feel like I'm being drawn more and more to the vast swamp and this lich, and we're moving slower and slower. I think we need to try to sail this boat down the river and see what we can do. But I'm starting to feel a pressing urgency to find the lich and free all these innocent people from its curse.
We don't know how many skulls have already been found. We could have already be too late.
Well, if we're too late, we'll know we're too late when we die.
Relay will pull out his little Pelor Bible, and he kind of flips through a couple pages and hits fingers through, and he's like, whoa, hold on a second. Oh, here we go. We are more than the mistakes we've made. And he closes his Bible and looks back up at you guys like all happy.
I'll stare at him for a couple seconds. Look back at Kevin and say, I think we need to move this boat.
Azar having
I had to find that link really
the
quick
most.
for Rayleigh. That's Rayleigh's little Bible.
All right, I gotta post that one.
because Azar is the most knowledgeable about sailing here because he read a book about Captain Huckleberry Finn. How would you feel about not having a flipper thing? Would you feel that you would like to fix the flipper thing, or are you going to try to sail without a flipper thing?
I'm gonna try and fix it, and if things don't work out, well then wing it.
Fix it like fixing
All right, well,
the wagon wheel.
Oh yeah, this is Wheel 2.0.
The you see the steerboard there, the flipper thing as you call it. It's just broken and cracked off and sort of laying in the edge of the water. And you feel like if you could get the ass end of the boat out into the water, and then you could go down there with some tools, you could probably fix it. So,
I turn to the guys and I
There's
say,
not going to be a...
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I was just breaking up.
Oh.
Delays.
I turn to the guys and I say, look, we need to keep this thing tied off. In fact, we might need to tie an extra rope just in case. But we need to push the flipper back. We need to push that side into the water, and the front we need to pull in more so that I can get behind this thing and fix the flipper.
With you guys having access to the ground, it's pretty easy for you just to wade and push the end out and then bring the other end around without, it's not going to be check worthy. You guys can figure it out. You're not retarded. I'm sorry, Azar's out there at the butt end of the boat, standing probably in maybe chest deep water.
I'm holding on to a rope. I have it tied off around my waist.
Oh yeah, definitely, because there's a decent current there, and you probably also have the little steerboard tied to you until you get it affixed. Otherwise, it'd get washed away. But
yeah.
Long story short, it's going to be an ob2 crafts check to get this steerboard fixed. I'm
going to throw in one potential, and I'm going to roll my... Where is it? Crafts. Oh, I didn't realize it was that high.
Yeah, it just seems like it would be low because you bombed that one roll so bad.
Nice.
Bam. Bam, you succeed. You get it done quickly and with the utmost confidence that it's secure. And tell you what, for the minor bonus, I'll let you have your potential back that you spent on it.
Cool.
So there you go, back up to 7 potential. You got down there and it was not even nearly as hard as you were expecting.
Huzzah!
Clean up your messes, exactly. All right.
I do most of my work.
You got the steerboard fixed.
So I pretty much just remember what the flipper looked like, and I just put it back to that.
Mm-hmm. With a few pieces of wood and a few nails and various things that make it sturdy. But it is fixed. You now have a functional steerboard again.
Alright, if you guys are done resting over there, fucking murdering things,
no,
we can get back on the road.
Relay's just sitting here reading in his Bible, and he'll turn back over to Azar and give him kind of a nod like, good job, good job. He says, you have not failed until you quit trying.
Azar, you guys are going to begin going down the water, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, because this is basically a little under 400 miles. This is a long way to Divers. I'm going to say, as you're moving down the river and you're experimenting and you're learning with it, and Marie, and you might even find, like, in the captain's book, some, piece together a bit of information out of it about sailing. I'm going to let you go ahead and upgrade your sailing to level 2, Azar, so that you're not operating with the shitty low level.
Cool. Do I get to
0 XP.
Okay, cool.
Nope, 0 XP. So you're basically going to pick up 3 XP. I'm doing a montage of 3 successes and failures, basically. So, you'll probably bump into some things, and you might almost knock Perrin overboard when the boon swings across, and he's like dangling from the boon, like, what the fuck are you doing? And you manage to pull him back in and tie it off correctly, and the whole time, you guys are kind of relieved to see Eliza laughing again in her maniacal laugh as you almost fall over. She's not, like, too traumatized.
Dude, I picture, like, the Dukes of Hazzard theme song or something, where it's like a banjo. It's like the good old boy's getting into trouble again.
Oh man, if we hear a banjo start playing as we're going down the river, we're in trouble.
Oh Jesus!
At one moment, you guys actually almost run into another ship, and in fact, you do bump it a little bit, and the other captain starts yelling at you, their other little riverboat. And you're like, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. And then he comes over with his oar and pushes your boat away from his, and there's a minor altercation. But all in all, you do make it down the river and sort of learn how to sail somewhat. You don't call anything by the right name. Instead of boon, you say the swingy stick. Instead of the steerboard, you say the flipper thing, and do the naughty knot, and just all kinds of like made up terms for sailing. But all in all, you kind of are getting a grasp for the basics of moving a large hunk of wood down a river in an orderly fashion. And I'm going to say that, yeah, along the way you guys would have another night. You would tie off. This time we're not going to go through the whole thing.
Can we just get a flat full recovery? Just a flat 5.
Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to give everybody. Hold on a second. Everyone's just going to go up to 13 potential after that, after all that nonsense.
Yay.
What happened to what coins went? Oh, okay. I was like, what?
But
why are these coins? Oh,
they're in my.
Make it rain.
But you guys are on the boat. You feel a modicum of confidence in your abilities now, and you're approaching divers here. It's a walled fishing city. I mean,
I'm
it's
down
just
to give Perrin a training montage really quick over there.
Yep.
We don't even have to montage it. I just kind of want to make sure that, since we are on the boat for a couple days, that I'm continuing Eliza's sword training.
Absolutely.
And kind of since the boat's kind of like rocking back and forth, using that as like something to work on her balance while she's doing,
In fact,
very skills
during
like
that
stuff.
sword training, when you're trying to be very serious and you're showing her a proper stance and how to do a parry and follow through to a riposte, is when the boon comes across, it smacks you and nearly knocks you overboard. So you're hanging on with your sword as she's just laughing at you, and she's totally loses proper stance.
Just like that fucking Arya gif right there. Totally be like laughing. Yeah. Like Rayleigh's Perrin went flying.
Pretty much. And then you guys might have scenes where you're balancing on the like that, working on your balance and all kinds of fun stuff. But definitely a training montage on the boat. Azar's montage is going to be all about trying to figure out sailing. What is Relay going to be doing for these 2 days?
He's chilling.
Are you reading through your tiny Bible?
Yeah, he's reading
all right.
his tiny little Bible. practicing all his sermons and everything like that.
And here we go. It's the next day. It's about noon, and you can see divers. You're approaching it. What would you guys like to do?
I think we should try to pull into the.
Do we know how to stop the boat? It's just gonna slam into the wharf, and
I think
I'll let Kevin decide what we do, because he's in charge of this show at the moment.
Well, you guys can still discuss amongst yourselves what you would like. I mean,
Relay would be trying to learn.
Boat.
Yeah, Relay's going to be trying to help Azar, because he's
Oh,
got
yeah,
a motivation
definitely
that
trying to
says, he wants to get the party back sailing towards the vast swamp. And this is all a part of the same thing there. So he's going to be trying to help Azar with the sailing problem in any sort of way. He's not just hanging back reading his Bible, but he's going to help, kind of treating like Azar's the captain, and he's there to help him in any sort of way.
Right. You're his first
Yeah.
mate.
Yes, first mate.
Yeah, definitely trying to help. I would suggest that we try to stop at divers and either get supplies or maybe try to see if the boat can get a little more permanent fix. I don't know if we want to. I'll leave it up to Kevin if he's confident enough to keep sailing, or if we want to sell the boat and hire another boat, or.
Well, how are we on supplies? Like, do we have enough food and everything to make it to Safeton or Highport? Or
You have enough. You have enough food and supplies that you can make it to Safeton or Ubakak. It's there's no real pressing need to stop at divers. It would just be if you guys want to basically find a real captain or sail the ship and buy horses or whatever you want to do. But there's no pressing need to stop there. It's all what you guys feel is necessary.
I feel like we all.
Kevin sailing.
I wouldn't mind getting more experience in sailing to be meta, but
Captain
we could stop.
Kevin, how about we stop at divers and use that 4 gold that you were giving to the headless captain and hire some sailors that you just boss around. And me, Perrin, and I can just keep them in line. We're like the bodyguards.
I steer in towards divers and I tell them that's a marvelous idea. Now grab those oars and start making them wiggle them backwards. Like it's go
Aye,
backwards.
Captain. Aye, Captain.
I suggest
Do
that
the backwards wiggle.
to get sailors, we should go to the pub, and I was just about to say we need to stop off for a drink. I know we're on a serious mission, but goddamn it, we need a break. We need to relax for a night, and just then head out and get back on the road.
That probably would have been a stressful couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still confused.
Without
I just. Where the hell did this evil captain come from? He seemed so nice. Now he's murdered. We had to flip around the boat. We broke it. We had to fix it. We're training a little ninja warrior over here. I'm still confused as to why Perrin doesn't want to even be near Ubakak and won't believe me about his dad. Not
All
that
right,
he
you
doesn't
guys-
believe me.
You guys stop, you tie off, and you head into the tavern. Who else going to have drinks, and what are you going to do with Eliza in a sailor's tavern?
She's gonna sit right next to
Sailor.
us, and she can enjoy a little ale, because actually in old times that's all you had, because water was full of parasites.
That was true.
Yeah,
That's how we talk.
we'll give her.
Nailed it.
Succeed at a minor cost.
Just let her have a little bit of ale, like a little mini cup.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are sitting in the tavern, and you look around, and like the tavern's like called the Scurvy Dog or something, and you're looking around, and it's just not a trustworthy bunch of guys, and you guys have a little girl. It's like, I mean, they're sailors. They're like priests without anything that controls their urges. You know, like priests are celibate, and so they're trapped on a boat full of men. So if there's a little girl there, I'm just saying it's not going to go over well.
We're gonna hold like a pirate audition kind of things, like they do in those pirate movies. Like you come up and you sign up. We're accepting crew, and we judge you.
You make
We'll write your name down.
if they sign their signature, nice, if they have penmanship and they can actually sign their signature, we turn them away. If they just like stick their thumb out and make their mark, then we take them.
That doesn't. I don't know about that. We're gonna judge them on more than how they make their mark.
Yeah, we're looking for not the shadiest of characters. We're semi-upstanding citizens at times.
We're still good, right? Yeah. Don't know anymore.
You
Especially after what
basically
just
know
happened,
that
we're not looking for shady characters.
there's no such thing as no shady sailors. You're not going to be able to find anybody that you would trust. Naughty, hush. Yeah, you guys
That's why I
could.
said we get the ones that can only make their mark because they're not going to be the smartest guys in the world, and they'll work for cheap, and then we can just get the job done that way. And then if they get out of hand, we can bash their skulls in just fine.
So he wants to hire a bunch of homeless people so we can murder them with no.
And vagabonds, sure.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Eliza needs a real target.
Well, all in all, there's just no good options. There's like lesser of two evils. You're like, well, should we go with this guy or this guy? Which one looks like he would steal from us? You know, there's a reason that the captain has a strong box. That
Yeah, I think
No,
you
like
know, we should hire
everyone's
any of
just
these
like
people.
rapey in a pub. There's no just like guy who got done farming and wants to go to the pub and not rape people.
you and it's
Well, I think we should, instead of, if we're looking for like people that aren't necessarily experienced sailors, but just some extra help, I think we should go around looking for people who have the curse tattoos,
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
And-
Exactly.
and maybe, you know, try to gather a party with us, because this lich is going to be powerful. So if we can kind of gather a little bit of a force of people who are very
I mean, there's
motivated.
13 skulls and there's 3 of us. We could have, or 4 of us. We could have a crew of 9 more people.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. We've got the boat. We have someone who semi can sail, and presumably sailing skills will be getting better as we go. We should try to find more people who are cursed to try to help us out.
how are you going to go about finding cursed people?
We
Well,
hold
I
up
mean, we
our
just
current
asked around
stand,
about the.
see if
Yeah,
they know.
we asked about the tattoos, the cursed mark.
You hold out your hand and you're like, you know anything about this? And if they're like, no, get out of here, you fucking weirdo. Or they're like, yeah, no, dude, totally, I got that too, shit.
So you're going to walk around showing everybody your curse mark?
And ask him, what do you know about this?
I mean, we could just
Alright.
go up to the bar and say, we're looking for a friend of ours. He has a matching tattoo like this. And if they say that they didn't see
yeah.
anyone, then they didn't see anyone. Not a big deal.
All right.
And guards.
Let
We
me
ask any
see.
guards who are like in there drinking after hours or whatever. Like they capture anyone or whatever.
You eventually find this guy. Somebody tells you, yeah, I saw this guy over here, and he's like further in town, and he just arrived, and he's completely drunk, and he's just sitting there, and they're like, yeah, this is the guy, and you can see him there, his hands just like laying there, and you can see the symbol in his palm, and he's drinking, and he's laid up against the wall outside of the inn, like he can't even afford to stay in the inn anymore.
Hey, that's me.
Oh, you were Tank? What was my guy's
Yeah.
name?
I thought that was me.
No.
Oh, that's not me. That's
I just used the farmer's face.
Oh, gotcha.
I used the farmer's face.
That's right. That's Everett, the farmer. He's here. I'll just go kill him.
This is where the
To
groups
smash
meet
his
up.
brains in.
Right? That'd be cool. This is from his past.
What?
This is the game's
I
overlapping.
just grabbed the first face that I had.
Yeah, right. Sure. I don't believe that.
So he's passed out drunk.
And it was already tokenized. No, he's not. He's not completely passed out, but he's laid up against the wall. He has a bottle. It looks like he's been thrown out of the inn, and he's just hanging his head, and he looks sad.
Okay.
I kneel down and I offer my hand out to him, the one that has the tattoo on it, and I say, "Why do you look so glum, friend?"
Tell me his
Yeah.
name is Tate.
He just looks up at you. He looks at your hand, and he takes a swig, and he says, "So are you doomed to death too?"
Ah, I knew it.
Are you a cursed just like us?
He says, "I've been trying to get this curse removed, but I can't figure it out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I was traveling with some people and fighting, and some of them killed each other, and well, I don't know. And now I'm here, and I'm drunk, and I don't know what to do anymore." Then he sort of spits on the ground.
I take his bottle from him and I take a big swig from it and I give it back and I grab his arm and kind of pick him up. I'm like, "Well, if you know how to sail, you can come with us. We're going to break this fucking curse and we're gonna kill the bastard that put it on us. In the name of Peller." I kind of look over at Perrin as I'm like, and yeah, Peller.
What? I don't know how to sail.
It's easy. You can totally just pick it up. I could teach you.
I don't know.
By
So
all
you want me
means,
to go
stay
with you?
here and get drunk and die alone, or you could come with us and potentially live. But if you want to stay and die, I kind of let go of his arm and let him slump against the wall.
He
What's his name?
sits there for a moment, and he's like, "Say I do come along with you. Are you going to give me one of those skull things?"
Well, there's 4 of us. With you makes 5. There's 8 more to go around.
We're
Well, the
not.
party
We're
that
here
I-
to save as many people as we want. We're not here to just save ourselves. We're planning on, or at least I'm planning on, killing the Lich and ending the curse for everybody.
We even have a weapon to do it, and I kind of nod to Perrin. But I mean his dagger, but I don't want to nod to the dagger. I just nod to Perrin.
He sort of perks up when he realizes that you guys have a weapon to kill the Lich, and he's like, "What? How are you going to kill him?"
I'll look at him very
Well,
seriously and say, I'm going to kill him."
He pauses for a moment, and he stands up and he goes, "Then I guess I'll come with you. It's best so far. It's my best chance. I thought I was doomed, but you guys seem to. Man, it's better than I got."
I hold out my cursed hand to shake his, and I say, "What's your name, friend?" My name's Azar.
My name. That's a nice name. My name is Tate.
Tate. I knew it, Tate. It's a crazy fucker. Are you crazy?
His name is Tate. No.
He takes a swig of alcohol and he says, "Well, crazy's all relative, right?"
That's very true, my friend. Very true.
I look at Perrin a little concerned, still remembering when he stood over me with his sword. And then the fact that he murdered the captain. And I take a swig of that guy's
Murder him. I protected Eliza.
via murder. I'm getting a little drunk at this point, having drank inside the tavern. Had a few, and then I'm also sharing this dude's whiskey. And,
Oh
I'll
no,
ask Tate
he's
if he
before liquor.
knows.
I spent a gold value on liquor inside to bring with us.
I'm gonna ask
All
Tate
right.
if he knows anyone else who's been afflicted by the curse.
I had my party, but they're all dead now. They were started fighting amongst each other, and they were threatening me, and I just came up behind him and hit him in the back of the head with the butt of my spear, and then I ran off so that I could get away from that terrible situation. You guys aren't crazy, are you? You don't get into tons of fights over nothing, right?
I look at
No,
the
we're
two guys with really narrow, accusing eyes, like, you fucking guys with your guards.
Well, if we're gonna go save the world and whatever and stuff, I guess we should start, right?
Do you need to say any goodbyes, or you ready to go?
I ain't from this place. I don't even know where I am.
where are you from, Tate?
I'm from Axgard. It's by the Axwood over in the Duchy of Ulek.
Ah, that's right next to Wayberry, where we
Yeah, we're from
came
there.
from.
You guys are from Wayberry?
I'm from Valuna, but I met them in Wayberry for reasons.
Because I've been to Wayberry many a time, and I've never seen any of you three before. You sure you're from
I'm-
Wayberry?
Do you know
I'm
the
from
Duchess?
Ulbaka.
I mean, do you know not the Duchess? Do you know the blacksmith Prath?
Oh yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I was his apprentice.
Is that the whole thing? You're just going to ask him if he knows him?
Yeah, yeah. I was his apprentice, and that's who I am. You should know me if you've been to Wayberry. Prath was the best apprentice around the area, in my opinion.
Okay. I mean, I don't remember you. But if you're an apprentice, I guess that means you're a new guy. But, I mean, I don't go to Wayberry all the time or anything.
Okay. Well, set up and let's get going.
So,
Let's get on the boat.
montage. You guys get back to the boat, and you're going to sail off then?
Yep.
Well, you need to get some more sailors, though, right? Did we get some?
We'll pick some more up along the way. The
nobody
town's
looks
just a
trustworthy.
big old rapey town. Full of rape.
Okay.
Not completely. You guys just probably went to the worst possible place to
I mean, it's
look. You're like,
probably
let's
because
go to the
that's what it
Sailor
looks like.
Tavern.
I mean, is Divers like just a very, very small town, or is it a large town?
It's a city. It's a city that it's right on the edge of the woods. Probably they have a timber industry and mixed with fishing, and then probably a certain amount of taxation on ships sailing down the river. They'll probably
Okay.
check goods and whatnot.
As a Relay's going to turn to Perrin and say, we should find out about the zealots that were approaching in Verbabank, see if there has been any word about their movements and things happening in Verbabank. What was that guy's name that cut off Azur's hand?
Morthos.
Morthos.
Morthos
And the
Saginaw.
zealots. Yeah, we need to find out, see if we can find out any information about that. Maybe we can head to a Temple of Pellar in the city here and find out.
You guys could definitely head to a Temple of Pelor, but logistically, you guys left as they were arriving, so you're traveling
we're-
as fast as news is going to travel.
We're ahead of
You're-
the.
I mean, you're-
the
Yeah, we're the
arithmetic.
news bringers here.
Oh, we're the news bringers. Okay.
I mean, if you
well,
want,
then
you can warn people that might happen.
Let's go to the Temple of Pellar and let them know what we've seen. And also, let's see if they know of anything that's going on, but to prepare them for this, because they were in Dvarnish, and then they made the over 400-mile travel through the Ironwoods into Verbabank. And now what's to prevent them just from coming through the gnarly forest, since this is the next big city from Verbabank over to Divers?
Well, it was simply a diplomatic retinue. It wasn't an army. I mean, there's no telling what the implication is of a group of about 20 guys with, a diplomat flags and their little armbands. Isn't exactly overthrowing a city.
Yeah. Well, Relay just wants to do something to keep his enemies closer. And so he wants to collect some more information.
All right, well, you go into the temple and you see the priest there, and he sees you guys approaching, very obviously adorned in symbols of Pelor. He can recognize a cleric and a friar and whatnot.
Yep.
And he says, welcome, brothers, to the Divers cell of the Church of Pelor. How can I help you?
We bring ill news, and Relay looks, to retcon things a little quickly.
Azar stayed on the boat, by the way.
He's going to kind of explain to everything that's happened, and, as quickly as possible to the priests. And then he wants to ask him if he's heard any news from the parishes in Verbabank.
I've not heard from Verbabank. I can certainly send a messenger to gather word. I'll trust your what you're saying that we need to, so I will send someone out immediately.
Be very leery, brother. There are some perversions of Pelor's ways happening in Verbabank right now amongst the town guards wearing symbols of our god and deity that are not...
He
Umbutter angry
crosses himself with this.
Blasphemers.
He gives the multiple sun cross, or the multiple cross sun symbol on his chest, crossing himself, and he says, "Yes, it is sad days when people use the name of Pelor as a tool to manipulate people, and that won't be the first, nor will it be the last town that you run across that." And that's pretty much just lamenting over that, not everyone who does things in the name of Pelor is necessarily a good guy.
Right.
And talks about the fact, the recurring fact that, Pelor is not as present in the world anymore. And, he prays every day and does his work to sort of spread the word and bring him back into the fold, but he's struggling. And you can see the priest appears to be tired, like, he's sort of at the end of his rope and trying to fix a problem that he doesn't know how to fix.
He says, "Brother, what's your? I can tell that you're troubled. What is troubling thy mind? Because we do bring also good news that Pelor has returned back to the world. He has spoken again."
He's spoken to you?
No, but his angels have. His servants have.
Well, this does bode well. He says, perhaps you could stay here at the temple with me and we could work together on this and try to contact them.
What's going on?
Well, he's just trying to get reestablished
he's trying to reestablish contact with Pelor. Yeah, I cannot stay at this time. I am on a mission from our deity, and there is much more that we need to be done, and much more important things that has to do with this connection with Pelor. Are there any squires or servants you might be able to send with us, especially any of those who may know how to sail? We could use their assistance.
All right. Well, he's like, we do have basically the equivalent to an altar boy who is the son of a fisherman. His name is Kyle.
Kyle the Squire. Great. Send him forth. We could use him.
Well,
Bring him forth. Bring him hither.
all right, he goes and gets this little squire boy, and the squire boy, he's like, well, I can't just leave with you. What about my dad?
Bring your dad with you.
But my dad has a job.
What does your dad do?
He's a fisherman. He helps feed the city.
Ah. So would a free boat interest your father at all? Would that be a great venture for him?
Well, I suppose we could ask my dad. He'll be back tonight, probably around 8.
Okay. Meet us at the docks, and he'll give him the address for it. If he doesn't show or you don't show, I'll understand, and we'll consider that your devotion to Pelar is very limited.
Oh my god.
What a dick.
I only speak the truth, young lad.
All right. All right, so do you want to head back to the boat now?
But as long as and he'll lean down to the boy and as long as you remember, someone else's victory is not your defeat.
He looks at you, he goes, the Book of the Sun, verse 3, chapter 2. That is a good verse.
Very well, very good.
And he finishes the second half of it, and it's profound. I forget.
Relay will pull his little Bible out and go searching for it. Then, not wanting to waste any more
All right, you
time,
guys
he'll put it away and head out.
All right, you guys get back to the dock. Are you going to tell them about... remember, you guys pulled in about noontime, and the boy says his father will be back from fishing around 8. You have Tate and the 3 of them on the boat waiting for you. What would you like to do?
Relay will relay what he's found out at the Temple of Pelor, and then that no news has traveled this far yet, but he's informed them about it. It was pretty unfruitful, but there might be a chance that we would have a possible fisherman that could come help assist us in exchange for giving him the boat when we are finished with it.
We're planning on sailing across the sea, and we might not ever come back. But if we do come back, I mean, I guess I don't need a boat after we kill the Lich.
Right?
Well, I don't want someone to give away my boat.
Yeah, I
claim this boat.
That feels like a awful lot to offer somebody we've never met before.
Well, and
maybe I'll retire as a fisherman, though. You never know.
Brothers, I think you're missing the point. Everything we have in this world is from Pelar, so nothing is ours. Azur, you cannot claim the boat. The boat is not yours. The boat is Pelar's. It's all tools in our hands to do what we need to get done.
Normally I'd agree, but you're not giving away my boat.
Brother Azur.
Really, I have to agree with Kevin on this one. This seems like an awfully high price to pay for taking a 12-year-old boy with us. Is that what's going on?
Are we kidnapping kids now?
And it's a squire of Pelar. What better connection to have with Eliza than another 12-year-old boy to help teach Eliza along the way.
Is he a squire or an altar boy?
He's an
'Cause
altar
there's
boy.
a big difference.
He's a squire altar boy.
If his dad's a fisherman,
He's saying
I'm guessing
squire.
he's not
He's
trained
an altar boy, though.
Yeah.
in fighting at all. This kid like carries incense around.
He would make a great meat shield.
We do not use the innocent as meat shields. I'm with
Not
Kevin.
innocent.
I think we're
So you're
We have
saying we just
found
use
someone
the
to
innocents
join us.
as cleavers? Is that what you're saying, Perrin?
I'm not saying that either, but I think we found what we needed in Tate and Divers. I think we should continue along our way and keep looking for signs of more of the cursed who
Okay.
we can try to help and save.
Now, don't get me wrong, guys. First of all, I completely disagree with both of you. We need to get this boat back sailing towards the vast swamp, and all we've done
So
since
then
we've
get
been
on the
here,
boat.
all
So then
we've
we can
done
go. We can
here
talk about this on the
in
boat.
Divers is picked up one drunk guy who can't sail, and then there's also Azar
Hey,
who can't
hey.
sail.
I am not drunk. and I can sail because that man, and he points to Azar, showed me what to do. You
Yeah.
gotta get the swingy stick and the flipper.
I nod like yes.
Relay face palms, and goes, "This is going to cost a lot of crux. I just know it."
I think Kevin's done a wonderful job repairing the ship and sailing a couple 100 miles. I think we should have faith in his skill. I think Pelor is doing a great job leading us down the river.
And I work as a stonemason, so if you need something made out of stone, I could be very helpful.
We might need that someday. It gave you
It
good
means he's
strength.
large and I can teach him how to fight.
Perrin,
Oh,
pride is.
Aaron's dojo.
Here comes another quote from the Pelor Bible. Perrin, pride is concerned with who is right. Humility is concerned with what is right.
You're right. I meant to say
I-
lumberjack.
I don't think taking a innocent 12-year-old boy into the lair of a lich is what is right.
How do you,
I say what?
Upon you saying that, Eliza looks up at you and says,
what, you're leaving me?
"What about me?
Exactly.
You're not taking."
Hypocrite.
Eliza is
Cursed.
training as a paladin. She's cursed and she has faith in Pelor that she's doing the right thing.
That little boy wasn't cursed, right?
No.
Right, but they may
No.
they may
Oh, then there's
be
the difference.
they may be able to put more of Pelor's gifts and tools to us to good use as we are off fighting his battles. So if we could sail over to whichever city we've decided to, to end at, and then they can take our boat back. Would you rather, Azar, have your boat just lost to some other scoundrel at the port that steals it and takes it away? No, I'd rather have it taken back somewhere where we know it could be and we could come get it again.
I don't
if
think
we survive.
anybody is going to take the boat. I think we're going to use the boat to go to the vast swamps and then hopefully take it back.
All right, we are going to have a contest to see who wins the argument, because you guys are never going to agree.
I spent all
Yeah,
potential.
So
I'm spending
Roll
13
off.
potential.
We can vote.
we could go with the vote.
do a
We could
roll
go
off.
with a vote.
We can do both depending on what we need.
So y'all want to do a vote?
What are we voting on?
Either way, to take the altar boy and the fisherman with us.
I raise my hand and I say, I vote we go to Ulbakak.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
Why you gotta do
I was
it?
not expecting that.
We're
this
going to
shit comes good.
Safeton. We're going to Safeton. We're not going to Ulbakak. Are we not?
I'm cool with Safeton. I just know somebody in Obakak that would be able to know a little bit about this curse. Perhaps what to do about it.
Well, you never mentioned that before. Perrin, we should go there. Can you...
It is Perrin's decision, though, because I believe he also knows this individual.
This is just not random. There's no way this is just random that all this is happening at this time. It's got to be Pelor's will. Maybe we should all kneel in prayer and discover this for ourselves.
I'll look at Kevin very seriously and say, someone knows something about the curse?
Potentially. Back when I was in the Order, I was studying certain things about curses that we may have accidentally unlocked and brought on to the world.
Yes.
I clear my throat.
I think we should go there. Brother Tate, get some gold from Azar and go into town and get supplies for us for our journey to Ubaka.
We have enough supplies already.
Yeah, I think we're all set to get to Safeton or Obakak.
Okay, Obakak is a little bit further. Are we sure we don't want to ensure that we have the proper amount of supplies?
We're good.
You guys have tons of supplies.
Okay.
Now, I guess what we could do is
If Kevin thinks that it's someone there actually will be able to help us with the curse, I will concede to go there.
If he's there, I don't know if your dad is still there.
What? I thought you said he was dead. Isn't he dead?
Is he dead? I don't know. It could be someone else if he's dead.
Yeah, I thought you said he died doing.
Oh yeah, he did.
Trying to do something good.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Okay, well then it is another colleague that I'll let Joe reveal in its own flavor.
Yeah, because wasn't your dad like an imposter? He infiltrated that.
That's
cult?
what he said, but I don't believe it.
Okay, Meta, the organization is something to do with the Lich. They read something or did something kind of like the Mummy, and it unlocked the curse that started this whole fucking thing, which actually ended up helping, like whatever other groups are insidiously doing this shit, whoopsie doodles, chain reactions. And your dad was trying to prevent that shit, but died in the process. And there's another colleague in there that might know something. Exactly. I have contacts on my skills, so I'm just like making up contacts.
Perrin, there may be connections that only you can uncover in Ulbakak that will lead us to more information and maybe the things that your dad had discovered that we can bring to light and make a difference in this. This sounds like Pelor's plan.
Azar points to the dagger on Perrin's hip and says, "There's more to that knife than you realize."
My dad was an evil man who deserved to die, but if you think there's someone there that can help us, I'll go with you.
Perhaps this man will also be able to shed some light on your father. Maybe change the way you think. I understand your vindictiveness, your vindication or whatever. I understand why you feel the way you do.
All right, so are we going to start sailing?
That's what Perrin's going to vote for.
All right.
It's up to MJ whether or not he's trying to kidnap children still.
Well, no, he was bringing his father, too, who was a sailor.
He's fisherman. He could
Well,
be fishing
are you
off the
going
docks for all we know.
Yeah.
Are you going to agree to sail on with them, or do you want to abstain and wait here for 8 hours for the fisherman?
He'll move on. He'll find because he's more now intrigued about the information that he could find in Ulbakak.
At Ubaka?
And it's also getting them back on their
All right.
onto his goal.
I attempt to reassure Rayleigh. I'm sure there's plenty of boys in Ubaka.
Oh, great! Now Relay's really becoming a priest. Relay, the Catholic priest. Yay! Great. I don't think I like this character anymore.
Oh, he's crazy.
Well, he's crazy, yeah, but he's not a pedophile.
By no means. We killed that guy.
That's right. Well, we
There's a bunch
didn't
of
kill him. Perrin did.
Bakabazi boys in Ubaka.
What's Bakabazi?
Do y'all know what Bakabazi boys are?
No.
No, what is that?
Don't Google it.
Find it a picture. Don't Google it.
Alright, we're good.
Great.
Well, then we decide
It's an Afghani practice,
Oh,
which
joy.
Ubaka makes me think about.
Oh, is that what it is?
But so you guys are sailing along. Several days pass relatively uneventfully, just doing what you're doing. But when you get on this section of the river and you're moving along, you could see on the east shore of the river there are hordes and hordes of people along the shore. They look
is that an ominous?
poorly dressed. You see a motorcycle zoom by.
Chicago has the best noises.
It has the best noises.
So it's a steampunk guy traveling by on his contraption.
You must be downtown, Matt.
Nope.
No?
There are hordes of people, like I'm talking about thousands of people along the shore. You see them trying to put together makeshift rafts. You see people
No.
collected in the water. When they see you, they're trying to wave you over. If you guys would like, you can try to maybe do like an insight check to figure out what these people are, or you can draw your own conclusions.
I would like to do insight. I would also like to ask Tate if he knows what's going on with these people, since he's been in this area
Tate throws
longer
up his
than we have.
hands, and he's like, I don't know, I'm just a lumberjack from Axgard. I
Asgard.
made my way to this city to Drivers by accident because of my party, and then, well, before they all died, and he starts mumbling and kind of goes
Your story
off to the
actually
edge of the boat.
sounds a lot like
Eliza's
story. Everyone in your party just died. I throw up air quotes.
He's like, look, my party was a bunch of pirates. That's why we even came over here to Divers to drive whatever the name of that shitty city. And one of them tried to stick me with a knife, and I did end up strangling him to death. I'm not gonna lie, but it was in self-defense.
I have no reason to judge you before I know you, so don't try to do anything and we won't kill you. Sound good?
He takes a sip off his whiskey and he says, "That sounds good to me. It was self-defense."
As they were sailing away and there's no way for him to return unless he jumps overboard, he's like, that's good, because this wasn't always our boat. We killed the captain. He was, he didn't listen.
He cut his head clean off. So Relay will go up and say, so how do you feel about little girls?
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
After you try to kidnap a little boy, you're
he's
asking
testing
this
him.
guy.
He's testing him.
Oh, good.
He is he gives a typical fatherly response to the thing. He has a daughter back home, which is part of why he's, so strung out, because he left her there alone with his wife, and he doesn't know if they're okay, and he doesn't know how to get back, and he's gonna die anyways, and he takes another drink and gets all like depressed.
Show us your wrists, your forearms.
I
He shows him.
Okay. Anything? Any marks?
He's got the
He's got the curse
Yeah,
mark.
we
Like,
already-
Oh, he does have the
that.
curse mark. Okay, I missed that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, that's why we grabbed this guy, is because he's
Oh,
cursed.
climb aboard, brother. In Pellar's
I'm-
light, we will free you.
I put my hand on.
you guys have been on the boat for 2 days.
Right.
Where have you been, MJ?
Oh, we've been on the boat for 2 days? I thought they were still
Climb
at the
aboard.
shore.
Joseph, move the marker. We're
You
like
guys
over
are just
here.
dragging him. You're dragging him by a rope. 2 days later, fine,
like-
you can get on.
We're like floating by, and he swam out and grabbed a hold of the rope, and he's like dragging along. I'm trying to get home to my family.
So yeah, you guys have sailed around this peninsula, and you're all the way down here. And when you start getting the further south you go, you start seeing collections of people on the edge of the river.
Yeah.
They're only collected on this side, not this side.
Oh,
just tons of them
okay,
collected.
Okay, they're on the other peninsula. Okay, so, but the guy that we found that's on the boat, is it? I thought we'd stopped and we were talking to somebody.
They're
we
gathered like
yeah,
this.
Okay.
See this green line? This is a
So I was
this is a
talking
horde
to
of
Tate.
people.
I was talking to Tate. No, who are we talking
Yes.
to?
Tate's
talking
the only
to
one
Tate.
with us.
Tate was a captain?
What?
No,
Who was the captain we were just
I don't know
talking
what the
to?
hell you're talking about.
I thought you said there was somebody who was a captain
He's
that got stabbed by
Jacob
his...
told Jacob.
Jacob.
No, he was a guy. He was
He
a
told Jacob that we
member of a
killed the
group.
captain.
Uh-huh.
No, Jacob told him that he killed the captain. He was telling you how his party died, that he killed one of them in self-defense because some pirate. So basically, he was a member of a group, and some of them were pirates, some of them were like farmers. It was just a mixed group.
Yeah, just like ours.
like your guys' group was. Yeah, and the pirates ended up killing people and tried to kill him, and he killed them in self-defense.
Okay.
And that's how he got stranded there, because he was traveling with pirates and doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Gotcha. Great. More dead weight, just like the fat man.
And now you
Yeah.
guys traveling down the river here, and as you get past this fork, you start seeing collections of people on the edge of the river trying to wave you over. You could tell that they're carrying their belongings with them, so to speak. They look dirty, like they've been traveling for a while. They're trying to make makeshift rafts. They're trying to get across the river here. Some of them might be swimming out to your boat when you see them.
We have
What
to
would you
find
like
out
to
what's
do?
going on. We got to find out what's going on.
I'd like to do an insight check.
I don't stop sailing.
Ezra, we may need to stop the boat.
Up
Keep
to
going.
insight
I don't know
check.
if They're plagued.
All right. Success at a cost. The most that you can gather from this is that they're displaced by some means. You might even call them refugees.
Pretty much what I was expecting.
Well, we need to find out what's going on, though.
They might have the plague. Don't let them touch my boat.
There's
There hasn't been
Relay,
plague
we're-
on this continent for years.
So
we've
it's due for
dialed
one.
a long time. We need to make sure that we're keeping our focus and heading towards the vast swamp.
But they may have information concerning things that are going on around the place.
Really? We're never going to get anywhere if we constantly question everybody.
And
Our answers are at the vast swamp.
what would Pelor have us do?
Pray to him while we drive to Ubaka.
Well, we go back. That's just a diversionary tactic, Azure. Come on, brother Ben.
I don't know that there's much we can do for these thousands of people, but if we kill the Lich, we can save countless hundreds of people.
Okay.
Not these people, but other people.
Well, let's throw Tate overboard, let him swim to the shore, find out, then he can swim back out to the boat.
How many fucking refugees are there? Jesus.
Whoa, they're all the way down?
It's not like a solid line. Guys are sailing along. Are you going
hundreds
to
of
ignore
miles?
the rest? They're
You said
not
every...
constant. I know. Don't overanalyze it. It's a fucking game. There's a bunch of them up here. They get spotty, and then you'll see them camped out along the way. And then if you are sailing to Hardby, you'll see they're sort of surrounding Hardby.
Relay will
Where's
stop and
Skip
turn
and
out
Hardby?
to him and yell out to him, "What news from the east?"
If you get close enough, if someone yells back, it's hard to make out, but it sounds like he says there's a civil war in Ernst,
In Ernst?
which is all this area. Civil war in Ernst.
Oh, so the country of Ernst. What's it?
Country and duchy.
What's the catalyst of the civil? What's the catalyst of the war?
They don't know the refugees. There's just a civil war going, a clashing between
Yeah. What the two? What are the two parties?
families. There's like warring families or something, or maybe there's the people who are the head of it, and then a subgroup that's trying to overthrow them. There's just a civil war.
Okay.
Some detractors.
Anyone know how to sail?
Hundreds of
does.
replies, yes. Everybody's an expert on sailing on that shore.
Azure, look. We could have a whole entire crew.
I just pretend like I can't hear it. I keep sailing through.
He whistles and turns away from the shore a little bit.
Just like Jesus said, turn the other cheek.
Okay.
Ignore these.
Who's Jesus?
That's Kevin's new middle name, Jesus.
Kevin Jesus. Relay will turn back to the people on the shores. They're kind of saying by, so we'll pray for you, brothers and sisters.
They throw rocks at us.
And then he'll
That
Right.
means,
he'll
that
give a
means
little
so much to them.
he'll give a little Pellar sermon just right there on the side of the boat as they sail by.
They start killing themselves.
So people get like 3 or 4 words, and then you're gone.
Right, but the sermon's
All
like
right, so you guys
sporadic and
make it to
confusing.
the Hardby area, and you could see. You guys make it to Hardby, and you can see that it's completely surrounded by refugees. The city gates are closed, and they're trying to turn them away, and you can hear like fighting and begging and crying and all kinds of stuff around Hardby. What would you like to do?
I'm voting they're gonna keep sailing. Right.
I think we have to keep sailing to Ubakak.
All right, you're making your way to Ubalkak.
Before we head too
Um,
far that way, I point out, or I make a statement that, we can still go to Safeton if you guys prefer. I mean, we could stop at Ulbakak after, or...
I think we'll find the
Every
most
quick
information
notice
at
check.
Ulbakak. I think we'll find the most information at Ulbakak. I think we need to go there.
My preference would be Safeton, just because I don't want to go to Ubakak. But if Kevin thinks we can get information there, I will go with him. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to put it in my notes that I have connections in Ulbakak.
When we get to Ulbakak, it
Perrin
might be a
notices
good
nothing.
idea. Yep. You might want to hide that dagger, Perrin.
I hide from no one.
It's so lawful.
What are we noticing? What did we...
It's something that you're trying to notice. I'm not fucking telling you.
Well, I meant, do I roll just a d6 then? Yeah.
Yeah, just to see if you notice anything. All right, relay, as they're talking about that, you kind of follow the shoreline down with your eyes, and you look and you see there are spotty amounts of refugees. And in the distance, on the horizon, you see smoke rising. Tons of smoke.
He'll yell out to the people at the side there, "What news from Ulbakak?"
There's tons of smoke coming out of
Ulbakak.
Obakak?
Yes.
Oh Jesus!
And so these
In the distance, on the horizon, you could see smoke coming from the direction you're sailing. When you ask the refugees, they don't know. They don't have cell phones. They're hundreds of miles away.
Yeah, but I thought we were going down the coast.
Yeah, you're going down the coast, but they're not constant. You'll see groups, patches of them every, like 50 miles or so of people coming this way across the bright desert.
Yeah, well, he's
when you see
he's going to try to communicate
in the
with them as
distance,
they go by.
They don't know what's going on.
Okay. They have no news about the smoke rising out of Ulbakak?
No, you get the impression that this is all happening relatively recent.
Okay.
They wouldn't know what's going on hundreds of miles away without cell phones and things like that.
We're also traveling so much faster than anybody walking.
Yeah. There's no real word of what's going on at Ulbakak. So do you guys want to keep heading towards Ulbakak?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You get to where you can actually see Ulbakak, and you can see smoke rising from it. All around the walls, there appears to be rioting refugees. They're attacking the outlying areas and looting them. And from the walls, you see the guards of Ulbakak throwing alchemist fire onto the rioters, and you smell the stink of burning flesh.
I look kind of sadly at my hometown, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get in to Ulbakak, guys. Just a hunch.
Just so you know, this was all pre-written. I'd made notes on Ulbakak, and you're like, let's go to Ulbakak, and I'm like, that's fine. And then Jacob comes up with all this stuff about all these connections he has in Ulbakak, and I'm just thinking, oh, you're going to be so unhappy when you get there.
I mean, I think we could try, but if you, like I said, Safeton's always an option.
How much supplies do we have now that we've been going for a while?
You still have a couple of days. You would be able to make it back to Hardby or Safeton if you turned around.
I think we have to go to Safeton.
Why can't we stop in Ulbakak and go find out what's going on? And we could still find out what the information that we're looking for.
I mean, we'd be sailing into a war zone.
So, and your point?
The city is on lockdown. The walls are being fortified and have guards throwing alchemist fire down onto the refugees. They're burning them. They're killing them to push them away. I mean, Ulbakak isn't exactly nicey nice land, so they have no qualms with the wholesale slaughter of refugees to drive them away.
Are they not, killing innocents? Shouldn't we go and free the innocents?
We'd be trying to help innocents at the possible dooming of other innocents who have been cursed by the Lich.
Ah, oh, stupid Lich. Maybe this is all connected to this Lich.
I turn and sail the boat towards Safeton.
He just turns off and crosses the Woolly Bay.
All right.
Relay's like, but it's back that way. So confused.
Tate's like, I would not sail to a Bakak if I was you, Relay. It looks like a death trap.
Yeah, I think that's a no-go.
For all we know, my connect there is dead already. Or maybe we passed him. He was on the shoreline as a refugee.
Eliza, what do you think?
She's looking over there, and she says something along the lines of, if we're supposed to be doing Paylor's work, I don't think it would be wise to get ourselves killed. You can't do his work if you're dead.
Well, not usually.
So you guys want to head to Safeton then?
I think that's the thing to do.
I guess.
All right.
I guess we're traveling that way.
You will, as you're sailing that way, you'll see a couple of boats leaving from Hardby heading that way. A couple of boats did get out of Obakak, and you'll actually see them so swarmed with refugees that the boat ends up flipping sometimes. There's way too many people piled on these boats, and you're just seeing lots of death around you and things of that nature.
Relay's going to cast a daily spell.
Which one?
Augury.
What is your question?
He's looking for the question would be, is the turmoil that they have been seeing for the last couple days, is its source the Lich?
The answer is they are related, though not the source.
They are related, but not the source.
Yeah.
Okay.
They more or less share a source, is the impression you would get.
Okay.
In an extreme, overarching meta sense, in any...
Can I get a strange vision?
Sure, you'll
something
hallucinate a little bit.
Something his eyes roll back and...
Yeah, you imagine that you see... more or less, and you see just fire over here, and then over here you'll see swirling purple mist, and you'll see the black and red coming out like veins, melting out of the varnish, and a couple other places you'll see some crazy stuff going on that you don't even know what it is because you're nowhere near there. And from that, they all appear to be just a spider web of chains connecting these various events that are happening.
And are they focusing in towards a certain direction?
Nope. Totally chaotic. You can't find any focal point from where these chains originate.
Okay. Relay will, when he snaps out of his spell, he will turn and present the information of what he saw to Perrin and Azure. He's not worried about the drunk guy.
All right. Jacob, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
All right, he was just telling you about the vision he had. Were you paying attention to the vision?
I heard something about a drunk guy, so now I
That was the end.
Oh. What was you had a vision? I remember you asking if this was this is not related to the witch. It's related to the lich, but it's not the source of the lich.
There are many sort of things that I saw in my vision that shows why the world is in turmoil right now, and it has a lot to do with Peller's absence from there, but there is a great large purple haze that's coming from the mountains of where we came from, where the Lich is at. And there's also red spikes coming out of Devarnish, which I'm sure has to do with all the zealots, and they're trying to spread here at this time. And then there's just a lot of turmoil that's going on in this place. I'm starting to believe you guys are right, even though it's kind of going against my teachings that I've been learning of Pellar's ways. But I guess I need to focus on the big picture. We need to get to the vast swamp. We need to make all haste to the vast swamp.
Well, I mean, we don't have to go to Safeton. We can just try our best to make it to Highport, get new supplies, and then take off.
Do we have enough supplies to get all the way to the vast swamp from here?
No. You definitely do need to resupply. But you have enough. I was saying you had enough to make it to Safeton or Hardby, but you'd need to resupply to travel further. And you also don't have a deep seafaring boat, so
yeah,
it might.
That's what I was going to say. We should maybe try to sell the ship in
You'd have to
Safeton
hug
and hire.
Yeah.
I think maybe try to sell the ship in Safeton and use the money to hire like a big ship to take us over.
Alright, well then we head to Safeton.
Or just get
And
passage.
also, the other thing that he left out of the vision, Jacob, is that there's also other things happening all over the map that he has no idea what they are. And of every point where something's happening, they're all interconnected by a web of chains. So chains is the unifying thing between all the craziness that's going on.
And we know the Lich is the son of the Chain God.
Yep.
Yeah.
And is the Morthos the worshipper of the chain god?
Nope. He worships Erythnil.
Okay. Who's the chain god?
That's pretty much all you know about him. The chained god, he's sort of the one you're not supposed to talk about. No one knows his real name, or if they do, they don't say it. He's the unnameable,
I recall from the story in Valuna City, the Tales of the Orange Eye contingent, that the Chain God resides in the Underdark.
Oh boy. We're dealing with Drowl now.
And he travels the world on his belly, much like a snake.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like the Viper Demon. Good call.
So you guys are traveling to Safeton. Nani, keep it down. As you guys arrive there, let's go over to, I actually think I have a city thing. Here we go. Safeton. Safeton is an immaculate and austere, solemn city. Despite crowds of middling size, there is a distinct lack of hustle and bustle, and people speak in laconic monotone with little to no emotion.
I'm pretty sure that's Game of Thrones.
Is it?
I think so.
That does look like one of
I think it's King's Landing. It's Jaime
Yeah.
Lannister next
Yeah.
to
That's what it looks like.
Baelish's whorehouse over there.
Yeah. Baelish. There you go.
But anyways, this is the city you're pulling up to, and there's guards posted like all over the place. And your ship you're waved in. You're waved into a dock landing area where there's guards waiting for you. They come over and they take your rope to tie your boat off, and they say, "What brings you to Safeton?"
We seek passage across the seas to make our way towards, what's the name of that city? It's like Eunuch or something like that. Eunice.
Yeah, something like that.
That city. I pull out the map and I point to it. Make our way to that city.
Yeah.
And we need to sell this ship here and book passage on a seafaring ship. And with great haste.
All right.
All right.
They, with the interest of expediting this, we're just going to say that you guys can do all that. You sell this boat, you can book passage on it.
And resupply.
I was going to have the city be a relatively annoying obstacle, but I think we've had enough annoying obstacles this session.
Breaking boats and shit.
Killing captains.
Yeah, fighting every inch of the way over which way you guys should go so that you... Like, 2/3 of this session has been stagnant arguing. So...
Hey, that's a part of the game, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to further that here in Safeton, because that's what Safeton's purpose was, but now I'm just going to say they're a relatively nice city. You're able to do everything that you are needing to do. You'll sell your old ship. You'll be able to book passage to the name of that city. Let me look over here real quick. It's called Neri.
Okay.
You're able to book passage over to Neri, and as you guys are sailing along, you notice a shark fin in the water. What would you guys like to do?
Are we sailing again?
We're on a big seafaring ship, though, right?
Yeah.
You're on a much bigger ship. A nice big seafaring ship.
I'm going to be down in the passengers' quarters, sleeping on a hammock.
I will point it out to Eliza and kind of explain to her sharks and tell her to be careful because there's a lot of dangers in the waters here.
Alright, let me find a captain picture. Can't use the same captain. Don't want to be
Murder!
just slaughtered. Yeah. Let me just type in captain. See what I come up with.
I'm not a sailor by any means, but being from a port town, I think I would know about sharks and stuff like that.
Yeah. God damn it, this crap won't populate. But anyways, let's
Oh boy.
come over here. How would you guys like to arrange yourselves on the boat?
I'm down in the passenger area.
Oh dear.
So I guess, like, over here, but I'm underneath.
Holy
You know?
cow. 60 shift track?
No, I'm where I was, but I'm underneath. I'm, like, under the boat. Or whatever. In the boat.
It's like a galley. It's not a cruise ship. It's just a ship that can go deep sea. Below is still going to be like mostly storage area.
Yeah, but people gotta sleep somewhere, right?
Yeah, there'll be like some hammocky areas.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
It'd be up under here.
I'll be here practicing sword play with Eliza.
You're
go up
back
next to
through
the
this
captain.
door, Jacob.
Okay.
You're through that door. Well,
I'll go up next to the
through
captain.
that door. And you're going to be back here next to the captain. And
Making chit chat.
Tate he's also going to be below. So I'll just put him over here. These are the people below, the ones off the boat.
Man,
All right, so you guys are watching. You guys are watching the ship's fin. I mean, the shark's fin. And it heads towards like the front of the boat over here. And it seems to be moving really fast by comparison to the ship.
I'm going to turn to the captain and say, is that going to be a problem?
Wait, MJ, say that one more time.
Turn to the
Or,
captain.
sorry,
ask
sorry,
him
Bob.
if it... Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
You guys just see no, you see the shark fin outrunning the ship
Oh, Jesus.
going forward. And you're going to ask, I'm sorry, Relay's going to ask if that's going to be a problem.
Right.
And the captain kind of is like, you see sharks out here all the time. Shouldn't be an issue.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I think he'll
Alrighty.
just kind of be on edge a little bit, and being prepared.
All right, being prepared.
Yep. For anything that happens concerning that shark.
Without further ado, this creature
I knew it.
jumps up and lands on the bow of the ship.
Oh boy.
Let me find its picture.
I knew it.
Oh.
Shark Man.
Oh, that looks dope.
Shark Man.
There's the big version.
Jeez.
Yep.
That he's even got a peg leg.
Peg leg, peg leg.
He's got a peg motherfucking leg. He hops up. He lands on the bow of the ship. And he sort of sniffs the air. And he says, I think I smell Relay here.
Oh, gosh. Hi, brother. Good to see you. It's been a long time.
I'll push Eliza behind me, raise my shield, and kind of look at Relay questioningly.
Well, Relay, what are you going to do?
He'll move down the stairs to down here. And he says, you may know my name, but what is your name?
He says, oh, you don't know me, but I'm looking for you.
And what is it that you want? He stops him right there, and he points his mace at him and says, be careful the next thing you say.
He pulls his anchor weapon thing that's on a long chain out.
Yep.
And he is going to throw it at you.
Okay.
And it's a ob4 to dodge this attack.
All right. To dodge? Yeah, he's going to athletics dodge that thing. Okay, I'll drop out
ob4.
A couple potential. Ob4? Oh my gosh. I think I will drop out another potential. Just to be safe.
We've been fighting some fun different types of demons so far.
Oh yeah. Exploding them sixes like a mother.
It's a dodge. You can exploit them if you want, but I can't imagine.
Well, I want to do something cool though.
Two.
Holy shit! 4 6s.
Yes. So I'm not skipping a chance to explode them. Oh yeah.
All right, 7 successes against what did I say it was? An ob4. So you got 3 over. You could create a plus 2d6 floating bonus for you.
A plus 2d6 floating bonus?
Yeah, it's a floating bonus that, like, we'll call it in the zone.
Okay.
You're in the zone.
Or call it.
And now, after a dodge, you get to move 1 space for free.
Okay.
All right, so you move towards the creature. All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go in kind of response to that thing attacking Relay.
Okay,
I'll
I'm
yell.
not really sure what you said.
I said I'll go first, kind of in a response to that thing attacking Relay. I feel like Relay and the Shark Demon have both moved already, kind of.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So you can take your turn then.
I'll yell to Eliza to run below, find Kevin, and stay below in hiding.
All right, she runs this far because she's a little girl and the ship is swaying, so she's not going to quite make it there yet. But she is taken off running.
Perfect. I'd like to... Can I get to the demon this turn?
To move all the way to here would just be an OB1 athletics.
Okay. Hopefully with... Oh, Jesus, barely.
That's one.
You get there.
And then I would like to Divine Smite him.
All right. He has an obstacle 3 defense.
Okay.
So choose what kind of attack you'd like to do and let her rip.
I'm going to be swinging my longsword and using 2 potential and kind of yelling out, "Who sent you, demon?" Oops, those are Cruxes.
Those are Cruxes. Just steal them back. He'll give you a toothy grin, which I'm sure is comical, as a shark, and he speaks more or less in a cryptic way, but you can gather that it's part of Relay's curse. His the gods sort of wanting back their conduit.
They're wanting
they're trying
free
to
conduit.
drag Relay back.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're mad.
They're open conduit that's willful.
Did that Viper demon was specifically looking for Relay as well, right?
Well, the Viper demon wanted to kill me.
This thing just attacked you too.
Are you going to take your Crux back, Perrin?
I drew 2 from the pile, so I've got the right number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you are going to deal 2 damage to him.
God, that's terrible. I rolled 8 for 8 dice.
Wow. You got 6 though. You can explode the 6.
I do have 10 Cruxes. That's a lot of Cruxes for this fight.
Drop one out there, explode that 6, just to see if you can get another one on there. That way we could possibly try to skip that next track if you get a 1.
Nope. Waste of Crux.
All right. Well, half Crux are wasted anyways in fights. Relay, it's your turn. You just saw Perrin go forward and strike the demon, and you could definitely hear that the demon is here to attempt to return you to the dark gods.
Okay. He's like, what purpose does that serve, demon? If you just kill me, how is that going to return me to subjugation by your gods? By the dark gods?
You won't be killed. He said, you won't be killed, you will be subjugated, and he gives a cackling laugh.
Relay will stop and say, well, what if I just go with you willingly? Will you stop this madness now?
Well, now, if that's your turn, you remember each round takes about 6 seconds, so you can say a couple of short lines.
Okay.
So if you want to put your turn on asking him questions, that'll be your turn.
Yeah.
He just screams nonsense. I must have blood in the water.
Okay.
And he says something along the lines of, you can come willingly, but I'm still going to kill your friends.
Okay.
All right. Eliza comes to the door, and she throws it open, and she starts screaming to you, Ben. What do you do?
I turn over and keep sleeping.
Damn heavy sleeper.
All right. It's the shark's turn. He is going to do just his basic attack. It's an ob2 block or dodge, but he's going to take a step forward, pushing Perrin over, and he's going to swing at relay. So it's an ob2 block or dodge relay.
Okay. Well, I'm a Dodger, so not a Los Angeles Dodger.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, I gotta reroll some of those dead ducks. Man, I need some more Crux. Reroll. Come on, baby. There we go.
All right.
Oh no, that's
So-
a 1. So that is going to be
You're still
Yeah,
just
that's
that's going to be a minor cost. Then I'm going to do that. Succeed at a minor cost and add an XP. Right.
All right. The minor cost is you add an XP, and you'd only take 1 physical damage because his basic attack is just like flails at you with his claw. It's not a super strong attack.
Okay.
Perrin, it's your turn again.
Seeing that this demon is Relay tried to talk a little sense into it, which, didn't really have high hopes for, but seeing that this demon is here to kill us, I'm going to try to turn the unholy and see if I can get him to flee.
Okay.
What do I roll for that, though? Will?
Ob3, Will. You'd be rolling Will, and it's an Ob3 against him.
Okay. Gonna add 2 potential to that. Holy hell. This is very different than the Viper demon fight.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Just terrible.
You can succeed at a major cost, and basically, the success won't be permanent. It would be more or less a temporary thing to buy you like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And you might be able to re-roll those Crux, though. Re-roll those quitters.
Yeah, but I'd have to use 2 Crux to even get it up to. Well, I'll try.
Yeah.
Re-rolling
Yeah.
1.
Keep in mind, you could have also bought down the ob with wounds or lost gear.
Can't you pay 2 Crux to re-roll everything?
No, that's just I have a daily that lets me re-roll all ones,
Thought we had
but
something
there's
we
only
could do.
one.
Oh, that's right.
All right. You upgraded to a success at a minor cost. Would you like to record an XP?
Yes, sir.
All right. You when you turn the creature, his eyes, flare up in terror, and he turns and he begins bolting directly away from you and dives back into the water.
Oh,
But for the minor cost, he slams into Rayleigh, and Rayleigh goes overboard. It's going to be an ob2 athletics to catch the ledge on the way over.
Okay, I gotta drop some potential out on that one.
I gotta stop trying to help Relay. It never ends well.
It never does. Oh yeah! Look at that! Look at all those 6s. This is my day today. I should be attacking this thing.
All right. I'm going to say you're able just to dodge out of the way altogether and not be hit by him. So you're not even going to get knocked. You're not going to take any damage or get hit in any way. You just dodge out of the way.
Can I explode those 6s to get another boost too. Maybe another add to the in the zone.
Sure.
Kind of to knock it out. How many did I roll? I rolled 2.
You got 1 success out of it?
Yep, 5 against a 2.
All right, you have 3d6 on in the zone.
Okay.
Are you down to
Now
one
the shark
crux now?
head,
I am down to 1 crux now. And 8 potential.
the shark demon has dove into the water, and you can't see any sign of it now, and it appears to be gone. But you know the nature of turning evil. It's not a permanent thing. The fear eventually wears off. But you feel like you have some time to breathe. What would you like to do?
Run, get the captain, see if he
Yeah.
has any men who can help us. And
Really going to come here and yell out for Azir and Tate to get up here and prepare for
yell
battle.
to Eliza to wake up, Kevin.
Prepare for battle.
All right, Kevin, do you wake up with everyone shaking and yelling at you?
Yeah, I start grumbling away. What?
We're under attack.
Again? Why can I not do it? I disappear for 2 seconds, and you'll always get into shit.
This one's Relay's fault, not mine.
There's a big girl appears with a sword.
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
A tattooed girl.
I can't grab. Okay, grab myself.
It's
Come out here.
Is that Eliza?
I'm just waiting for it to load on my screen because it's not.
Yeah, it's up there on ours.
I know. Just my stuff is really, really slow.
Yeah, Relay's going to still hang up on that top place where he appeared first.
There you go.
He's yelling back at him.
These little guys are the
Crew.
captain's men. Yeah, the captain's crew. They come out and they're looking around and they're like, they're in a bit of a panic and they're like, "What's going on? We've never seen anything like this." And the captain turns to Relay and he says, "Who are you that you bring such curses upon us?"
I am the chosen of Pelor.
You are the Pelor?
I am the chosen of Pelor, the conduit of all gods.
Um,
I'm the bringer of random
well-
scripture. I don't know what.
he looks very confused. You could tell he's thinking about possibly throwing you off the deck. But before that can happen, the big shark demon comes and lands back on the bow and swings at you for an obstacle to dodge or block.
Okay. Let's just go straight up with this one.
You have those floating D6.
I do. Oh, I have to spend those ahead of time, don't I? Voth?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of those.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. You dodged successfully out of the way.
I got another 6. I could add.
You can move 1 space as part of the dodge. Do you want to move closer, further away, side to side?
I want to move forward up into a square and push him back off into the water.
You can't push him off into the water, but you can move into a square.
Okay.
To the front. So you can get up closer to him for a better attack, potentially.
Yep.
Perrin, it is your turn.
I would like to charge at him and divine smite him again.
All right, 1, 2. It'll be an obstacle 1 athletics. But going up the stairs, I actually have a little GM note over here that going up the stairs adds an ob, so it's going to be an ob 2 athletics to get over here to attack this turn.
Yeah.
All right, you make it there, no problem. It's an ob 3 to hit him.
Alright. I'm going to use another daily Divine Smite. 2 potential. Good lord.
Oh, wow. That is 3
That's a lot of dead ducks.
dead ducks.
Alright, well, I might as well use my 4th and final daily.
Perrin is having issues today.
This is not my day. I'm a little seasick, I think. Little.
You've used 3 dailies already?
Yeah, 2 Divine
Or
Smites,
4?
and then I used Turn the Unholy. And then this would be
Oh,
Divine
that's true.
Favor.
Yeah,
That's my
that's
last
your
daily.
last. Jeez Louise.
Good.
All right, that's a lot of dead ducks.
Oops, I hit the wrong. Well,
Well,
no,
that's
I'll just
1,
hit
so
it
now
3 times.
roll 2 more.
Alright. At least that worked.
That's... All right,
So it brings it
so...
up to a 5.
5. Versus an ob 3, that'll be 2 damage. All
We
right,
are
you bring
not
him
even
to
close.
your... You trigger his next move, and he's going to move forward too, pushing you guys back. So he moves forward.
He pushes me off the deck? Oh,
Relay false.
no, I should get a save against that.
Make a... Oh, you're going to. You get a ob 2 athletics to not fall prone falling off there.
Okay. Oh, yes. That is
All right,
all
you
successes.
succeed.
Oh,
You get to
I got to
stay
get a
there.
boost for that. That's 4 successes against his ob 2. Do I have to get... I mean...
Well, the bonus is you get to stay up there with them in position to attack.
Okay.
And also, you're going to have if you had fallen prone, your obstacle for defending against it would have been higher and stuff. But you have a pretty easy time up there. He's going to, at this point, he flings out his chain and anchor in a large flailing attack that's going to hit these 6 zones.
Oh, boy.
And this attack is a ob 3 dodge or an ob 4 block.
Okay. I got to use my... I'm going to dodge it again, and I'm going to add 1 of those 1d6s on there from in the zone. Oh. I did get a 6, though. What was the ob? 2?
Ob 2.
I'm just like defending.
No, I'm sorry. It's dodge ob 3 or block ob 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to use my last crux to re-roll that.
You could just
Explode that
next
6.
to
I'm gonna explode the 6 actually. Oh, suck. Well, I'll record another experience. Succeeded at a minor cost.
Alrighty. Succeeding at a minor cost, you're going to take 4 physical damage.
I am?
Now.
How am I going to do that? Oh, it's his damage track.
It's a high damage attack. And you shaved off 2 of it by succeeding at a minor cost. Now, if we'll go look at your inventory, you do have a breastplate with 2 of 2 durability armor 2. You could reduce the durability by 1, and then reduce the incoming damage by 2 by absorbing one of those durabilities. So you'd only take 2 physical damage if you do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Or you could just...
Do I need to record a light consequence? Because my 1 is all filled.
Yeah, you could put something like
Bruised.
bruises or smacked. Now, when it comes out, it's a big sweeping strike like this, and it hits this deckhand and cleaves him in half. When it hits relay, you get You dodged out of the way, so you can just roll either way. You could move here, here, or you could go roll through them if you want, or you could roll back to one of these spots.
Yeah, I'm going to roll through him.
All right.
The dodgeable.
Now, Perrin, it's your
relay.
turn. You also have to defend against this large attack. It's an OB4 block or an OB3 dodge.
All right, I'm gonna try to block it, and I'm gonna use one potential.
Wow.
Nice.
You succeed. You turn it away relatively easy, and for a bonus, I will allow you to go ahead and move a space if you would like.
I think I'm okay where I am.
Okay. Now, this attack, with this big sweeping anchor attack, it's also going to hit the central mast here, and it's severely damaged. You can see that it's sort of leaning to one side, and the wood is busted, and it could potentially fall over. Relay, it's your turn.
My flame strike just
Actually,
goes in.
it's
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, don't flame strike the boat. You made massive holes in that house.
Well, because it comes from the sky. The flame strike you saw, it's a vertical column of divine power roars down from the heavens in a location you specify. I do 3 base damage. This may split between targets or place one. Okay. When splitting the damage, only one can suffer a minor damage. Okay, so no, I'm not going to kill anybody else. I'm dropping it down on him.
He has OB3 magical defense.
Okay.
Toss your daily spell out there.
And I can add potential to that too, right?
Oh yes,
How
and
many-
it's a keep on 3.
How much do I have left in in the zone?
2d6.
2d6. I'm going to use both of those, and I'm going to throw 4 potential on there too.
Okay. This is going to be a big boom.
Yep. So that's 6 I add to my other ones. I gotta see what this is.
Oh my goodness.
I'm scared to roll this now. But
Now,
now
yell at Eliza to put on her life jacket.
I get an extra. The spell does 3 base damage, or 3 damage base, so it does the 3 in addition to what I roll, right?
If you meet the obstacle, you do 3 damage instead of 1. And then for each additional past the obstacle, you get 1 additional damage.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. What? Wait, that
Well-
didn't roll right. Because it didn't add my other 3d6.
You didn't add your will to it.
Yeah.
So just roll 3d6 in addition to this.
Okay. There we go.
So,
All right,
6.
so 6. So
Oh,
you
I
would
have
do
no more
6 damage.
Crux.
You're going to do 6 damage to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yes, I took off 1 track.
Yes, you did. The flame strike comes down and it slams into him, searing his little captain's jacket off of him. It's going to rip through the sail, because the sail does come forward and attach to the mizzen boom at the front, or whatever it's called up there. So you do ruin a good portion of the sails in the process of nuking this guy, and so the sails of the ship are on fire now. But you hit him and throw him to the deck, and then he's like crawling back up to his feet, pretty badly wounded.
Nice.
Yeah.
Eat it, buddy.
Now he is going to basically he is going to tail whip now. The people behind him in this square, this square, and this square, this hex, which you're the only one there, have to dodge against obstacle 4 or a block obstacle 3. Relay?
Oh, obstacle what?
Obstacle 4 dodge or an obstacle 3 block. He's whipping at you with
dodge.
his tail.
Oh, man. And this is in response, right?
Yeah.
Baron. Oh, man. You keep sucking up all my potential, man.
You could just fail and take the damage.
I'll roll it straight athletics because say he was caught up still in his divine strike.
It's obstacle 4 dodge, so good luck.
Oh, that was so close. I'll record another XP.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Record an XP and you're going to take 3 physical damage and be pushed back.
I'm now
So
up
you
to
kind of get pushed out onto the boon.
Yep.
How does the
moderate? I'm a moderate consequence too.
What?
Nothing. I was going to ask about
Did you
the
say it?
XP and leveling up, but we can deal with that later.
Yep.
Okay.
What's my moderate consequence?
Just upgrade bruise to beaten, I guess.
Battered. Battered.
Battered. He slaps you with his tail and causes you to fall back, and you're on the little plank that's over the boon here in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And he backs it, so his back is still to you, but he's backed you into this corner, so you don't really have anywhere to go. Ben, it's your turn. You come up out from underneath, and you look and you see flaming sails. The main mast itself is cracked and leaning slightly over, and at the head of the ship, you see a giant shark beast who is flailing around and slapping Relay with his tail. What would you like to do?
I walk over here and I jump off the edge of the boat.
It was.
No,
who's acting in place there? The hand or Kevin?
let me look at my spells. I'm going to, I guess, just run up to the shark and attack him.
Kill him.
Go up this way.
All right, he has an Ob 2 defense. I mean, Ob 3 defense. Wait, let me check something. Yep,
Whoops.
Ob 3.
Oops, I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Logged out of the game. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to use my passive Guided by Faith.
Mm-hmm.
So that I add my Faith roll to my attack roll, plus my D6 from my rapier. So that's 4d6 on top of...
You got to get to him first. You're way back here.
Well, then
So
what's my
1,
roll
2,
to get there?
3. Ob 3 athletics to get over there. I'll just give you an Ob 3 to get up close enough to hit.
Same thing, Guided by Faith on the athletics check then.
Okay.
Wait, my Faith is 2, so I had 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wow,
Oh,
2
sweet. You get there, and like I imagine you're guided by faith. You like run up, and you like run up a rope almost, and then do a little hop and a flip over here, and you just did it because faith.
Right.
You're a
I feel
beast, and now you could stab at him with your rapier.
Kill
I-
him!
I stab at him with my rapier. Where's my attack? I guess it's with fight. Fight, and I use. Let's see. I get the plus d6 from my rapier, plus the 2 from faith, so that's 3. And then I'm going to burn a potential, so plus 4.
Nice.
Damn. You got
More
2
sixes.
6s.
Yep. Explode those!
I'll
Explode those
split it.
suckers! If you can get 5 shifts or 6 shifts, it may miss another track. And it could be ugly, especially when I'm standing next to it.
How many
all
6s?
battered.
2.
2.
Yeah, you have 2 6s.
Nice.
Oh, it exploded but didn't do
Nice.
anything.
All right, 5 versus an ob 3. So yeah, you're gonna do 3 damage to him. That's actually a pretty good hit. 1, 2, 3. All right, and upon you running up and stabbing him in the guts, into the water.
I picture myself running up and doing flips and shit like Zorro, and then being like, "Hello, smite thee!"
All right, you guys have a couple of minute respite as it dives off into the water. What would you like to do?
We got to ground this thing on the ship somehow. It's jumping back in the water and healing itself. It's making its track bigger every time it does.
If I can still move, I choose to pull Rayleigh back up onto the boat. If not, I suggest it to somebody.
Relay's
Yeah,
gonna,
you can pull Rayleigh up.
Yeah, Relay's going to call out to Tate to ask Tate to get a rope with like a, on boats they got ropes with spears and stuff like that, to grab one that maybe we could stick this shark, stick him with the rope and then tie him off to the mast or something. Or off to the side
There's
of
these
the boat.
giant yellow
Yeah,
buoys on the middle of the boat we could stick to him.
Yeah. Relay's just saying
Yeah, I mean,
he's
there's
getting more
ropes and stuff
powerful
around.
every time he jumps back into the water.
He is?
Yes. Why do you think
it's
he's
a coincidence?
Yeah, I don't think so. Last time
He
he
started
jumped
with a 60 track.
Yeah. But he may not be 60 tracks. Meta.
All right. Let me see. So as you guys are discussing and not really coming to a conclusion, he is going to react. And he pops up and he's going to attack you, Perrin.
Oh,
It is going to be
demon sharks.
Ob 4 dodge or an Ob 1 block.
Oh, I will definitely block. If I fail this, I'm going to be so pissed. Oh my god.
It seems relatively easy the way he's moving, and as you're blocking, it dawns on you that the reason it's so easy to block is because he's trying to grabs you, and he turns and flings you overboard.
Oh, no.
Well, shit.
And you land out here.
He says that as he
man.
gets thrown over.
crap.
Can
He's in full
I try
plate.
to explode those 6s so
Yes.
I block his grabbing?
Yes.
Rayleigh still has 2 floating d6.
There's
I
no
used them. I used those.
blocking or grab.
You used 1 out of 3.
That's why it was.
I used 2 last time.
But, however, you can, if you would like, try to make an athletics or a physique check. Physique to hold on to him so that you can't be thrown, or athletics to catch like a rope or a ledge or something as you're being thrown.
I will make an athletics.
Bear hug him.
What's the ob to not get thrown over?
Ob 3 to not get thrown over because he's throwing you pretty hard. It'd also be an Ob 3 to hang on to him if you would like and use physique instead.
So athletics is like if I pass, I'm hanging on the side, and physique is I'm holding on to him.
Yeah, basically.
I'll go physique then. I don't want to get thrown off the side. Op 3. All right. Whew.
All right, you make it. As he grabs you, he goes to throw you over the edge. You keep a good hold to him, so your guys are more or less in a grapple right now.
I picture him just like wiggling his arm, trying to shake Perrin off.
Get off me!
Can I try to explode those 6s to when I grab him, I throw him to the ground or something?
I will tell you what. I'll let you if you explode him. I'll let you say that in the struggle you grab the rope like you guys were talking about and like tie him off more or less.
Or at least like throw him to the ground so he's has to get up before he attacks or something.
Yeah.
So that's 2 successes. Yeah, you are much stronger than he was expecting. So when you go to throw him, you leverage yourself and actually manage to turn. And I'll say that you rotate and throw him, and he falls this way, and he's going to land on the ground.
Perfect.
And now it is officially your turn. Because you've knocked him prone, I'm going to say that it's an Ob 2 to attack him this turn instead of an Ob 3. Especially if you jump off the higher ledge.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It was kind of like a jumping, grab my sword over my head and like swing down really hard type thing.
All right, let it rip. Slaughter him.
Slaughter him. Oh, man. There's some 6s in there. There's 2 6s, though.
6s.
Explode those 6s.
I'll explode them.
Oh, man. Bad day for Perrin.
Well, you still do 1 damage to him. You dive down. You slam your sword into him, but he also managed to sort of roll out of the way simultaneously, so it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Glancing.
And he starts, more or less. But you have dove down on top of him. Relay, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Relay is going to do another daily spell, so he calls out...
With Perrin on top of him.
Yes. And he'll take his mace and he points his mace. Actually, he'll take... I don't even know. Say he has a Pelor symbol on his chest, like he's the picture there. So he'll grab his Pelor symbol and he'll point it out at the shark guy, and he's going to cast Sanctuary on him. On the shark.
Sanctuary reduces the ob when... Okay, the way it would work is if the shark is attacking Ben, for instance, and Ben has to beat an ob 3, you would cast Sanctuary then and reduce that to an ob 2.
Oh, so it's at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a spell.
Yeah, if you put Sanctuary on the shark...
Because it says reduces target's ob of defense actions. Okay. Oh, it's an interrupt then. Okay, I'm going to take that back.
Yeah, it's an interrupt. So you could have done it when Perrin was getting thrown overboard, or you could do it if Ben's getting attacked. You can interrupt at any time to use it.
Okay.
Casting it on the shark is going to make it harder for you guys to hit the shark because you gave him Sanctuary. You're giving the target Sanctuary.
Reduced. Well, it says reduce target's ob of defensive act. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's attack,
so if it's an ob 3 not to get hit, it would become an ob 2. So the defense ob.
So only reduces by 1?
One's
Yeah,
a lot.
that's like a free doom. Or
Okay.
yeah, one's at least 2d6 worth of value.
Okay. Well, then Relay's just going to charge forward and jump off the ledge and slam his mace down on top of the shark's head.
All right, you're still at an ob 2. You're still at an ob 2 because the shark is still struggling to get up.
Okay. Do I need to do athletics to get to him or no? Or yes or no? Or
Ob 1 athletics to get there, but I'm pretty sure you can.
yeah. Oh!
I mean, you're not moving that far.
That's a boost. No, it's not.
There, I'll give you a floating d6 bonus for viciously charging at him.
Okay, I'll consume that. And what's the ob to hit him? What is it?
Ob 2.
Okay. He's ob 2. I'm going to blow it out. All my potential's gone. Adding 4. Just like fate points. And I'm going to consume the other one too.
All right. For meeting the 3, you do 1 damage, and for the 2 over, you do 1 damage. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3 damage.
3 damage.
Nice.
What did we trigger?
All right. Oh yeah, you did trigger something. The creature stands up, and he is going to push Relay this way into the square of this thing, and then he's going to move 1, and he's going to perform an attack called Club Foot. It is a obstacle 3 dodge and obstacle 3 block, and he kicks at you with his peg leg.
Okay. Straight up. Obstacle 3 dodge. Okay, here we go. Come on, be good to me.
Remember, you can take a wound or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna succeed at a minor cost because I don't have anything else I can do with that.
All right, succeeding at a minor cost, you're going to take 4 physical damage. This one is a pretty hardcore damaging attack. And now you have to meet an obstacle 2 athletics check or fall overboard.
I'm now at a traumatic consequence.
Guys, MJ's getting his ass kicked. Consequence. Traumatic would be like...
So what did it has? I was battered, and then I instantly went from battered to traumatic with that kick.
Am I close enough to use
I would have...
Martyr skill?
You have to lay your hands on them. It's basically functions the way lay on hands does. Before we talk about what your traumatic injury is, you have to be in an obstacle 2 athletics not to go overboard.
Okay. I'm gonna record another XP on that one.
All right.
You should probably drop something to not go over. Like,
well, actually, wait a second.
You're gonna catch.
And I could actually reduce that damage by 2, so I wouldn't go traumatic. I would go to the other level with my armor. I forgot about that. The durability.
Okay, so your armor's at 0 durability.
Yep.
Doesn't that break your magical armor?
It's not magical. It's just regular armor.
It's not magical. It's messed up. It's gonna be messed up bad.
Oh.
But
wait a second, Voth. I messed up too. I was supposed to add another 1d6 for my melee attacks. From my mace, the one I jumped off at him. Could I retcon that real quick?
Unfortunately, no. Because we've moved past it. You have to remember what your gear does, but it doesn't matter at this point anyways because you dropped the mace into the water.
Right.
And catch the ledge with your hand.
Ah.
So go ahead and erase your mace anyways. But you're hanging on to the ledge here. He's hanging over, dangling over the water. The shark creature just lunged towards him and kicked him. And then after that, this deckhand right here stabs at the shark and misses, and the shark catches him with his hook hand. It pulls him close and leans over and bites this guy in half.
Nice.
Blood splat. Blood splat.
This shark demon's awesome.
He is.
So he splatters this guy, biting his head off. And then he
These deckhands haven't
turns and
done
sort
anything.
of laughs with blood spewing out of his mouth. Proselyte Ben, it is your turn.
I'm going to charge him and do like a tackle grapple off the edge with him.
A tackle grapple. Well, it's going to be an ob 3 to get him, and you're trying to take him off into the water?
Yeah.
All right, ob 3, physique to throw him off, to take him off with you.
Alright, I'm going to draw 2 potential here, and I'm using Guided by Faith, so that's going to be +4.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, I got
All right.
That was.
exploded.
You got some 6s. Yeah, 1. Holy cow. Oh.
You could re-roll a 3 or a 2 if you'd like.
Nah, I'll take it.
All right. Well, the major cost is you're going to get him tackled over here. He's going to catch the ledge with his hook. You're going to be hanging from him, and Relay's going to lose his grip, and he's going to fall.
Ben, you idiot.
So the shark has his hook on the ledge. Ben, you're like hanging from like the chain around his neck, and then your other hand is grabbing Relay's hand, and Relay's dragging in the water, like his feet are in the water, being pulled along by the ship. And now it's Shark
Now it's
Demon's
Shark's
turn.
turn.
Shark's turn.
So that was just my move. I didn't get an action.
Well, your action was tackling him off.
Oh. I know you did it all in one roll. Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't think tackling him off is an attack?
It's fine. Let's go.
Okay. It's the shark thing's turn, and it's going to basically his free hand to grab Proselyte Ben and slam him into the side of the ship. It's going to be an ob 2, I guess, athletics check to sort of dodge out of the way of this and not be slammed.
We are getting our asses handed to us. I'll never let go, Jack.
You succeed with a minor bonus, so I'm going to say that you could also, in that action, be able to pull Relay up so that he can hang from the chain also. So your other hand is free, and you begin pulling up onto the shoulder of the creature to attempt to climb back up onto the boat proper.
Instead of climbing up, can I choke hold him and try to pull him off?
Are you trying to kill yourself?
No, I'm trying to get this boat away from the guy trying to kill my friends. Trying to act not out of fear for once.
Okay, well, you have him by the neck and you're struggling with him, and we'll see on your turn if you succeed. Perrin, it's your turn.
I
Add
didn't
your bonus.
realize until right now my longsword has a +1 bonus on it.
Yes.
Like the entire game.
You guys keep forgetting your weapons.
Yeah.
But what weapon? I don't have a weapon anymore.
I'm coming over.
I've just been running around punching people this whole time.
Pretty much. I'm like the dude
Perrin
guy,
punches
not
their
using a
heads
gun,
off.
just running around punching people.
Perrin punches the captain's head off.
Yeah, he straight up punched a hole in his chest instead of cleaving him.
I did. There was one guy. Oh, it was one of the little goblins that I did punch its face into a pole.
Oh, poor Eliza has experienced so much with
Yeah,
this.
Jesus. So the shark is holding on by one hand since it tried to attack Ben.
Yeah,
I
it
want to
just
run
has
over.
its hook over the leg.
Yeah, I want to run over and try to chop the hook off, so it falls into the water, and Ben and
Alrighty.
Neely hopefully can crawl back up.
Chopping his hand off is just going to be an ob 2 because he is in a very precarious situation.
Oh,
All right. You slice the beast's hand off, and it drops into the water. And
quick,
the
climb
other
aboard!
two, are you guys going to try to catch the ledge, or are you going to fall into the water with the beast?
I'm going to
Isn't
try
Ben
to...
holding on to the ledge?
Ben was holding onto the creature, and Relay's
Oh,
holding
son
onto the
of a
creature's chain.
Bitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm
will...
sorry. I thought they were holding on to the ledge. I didn't want to cut his hand off if it was going to drop them in the water.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of push forward off of the beast as it's falling and try to grab Ben with one arm and then hop up to the ledge with the other arm, holding Ben.
Obstacle 2. Obstacle 2 athletics to react. And I'm going to say Perrin is also reaching down simultaneously and catches your hand.
I got a 3.
Yeah, well, what was the obstacle 2? So yeah, we'll
2.
say it did 1 damage to him.
At least I took off.
So yeah, the creature falls into the water. You see blood trails, and it's no longer visible. And you guys are hanging from. Perrin is holding Relay's hand, and Relay is holding Prostholite Ben's hand, who is now dangling down towards the ocean. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to use physique, I guess, or however to pull him back in. Yelling for
you could pull
for
him up.
Tate to
Yeah,
come
I'm
over
holding
and
to the
help me.
ledge and Ben, though, right? Or is Ben held by Perrin?
Well, okay, your face is there.
Yeah, oh, okay.
You're holding Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys pull them all up aboard. Everybody gets back aboard the ship, and
Are you guys okay? That
We need
thing's
to
gonna
wrap
be
it up
back
there.
in a minute.
we went super long today,
Yep. Only
but
half
we're
hour
going to
long.
pick it up with the aftermath of the shark fight and figure out what we want to do after that.
Okay.
Man, I'm not really sure what exactly went wrong today, but I feel like the session fell pretty flat. It was a lot of
Arguing.
non-excitement. Yeah.
Well, until the end, it kicked in really well with the shark guy.
Yeah.
We've got some potential though. We picked up Tate. There's 5 of us now. Could be
Yep. But we just
potential
didn't.
to. Yeah.
When are you choosing to hand out cruxes, though, Both? Because I do think a lot of us were playing to our motivations, but we never saw any cruxes for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, there wasn't. I mean, like, we'll get it. I'll give everyone a crux at the end.
Oh, at the
but
end.
It wasn't like 3 to all players. Everyone could have 3. I just never felt like it was full. Like going around and saying, I'm gonna talk to this guy because I keep friends close. It's like, I don't know. It wasn't anything like character changing. It was just like filler, you know?
Right.
So I mean, nothing struck me as like enjoyable to listen to. I'm going to throw a crux out there for this great role play. It was just sort of it was just a lot of filler stuff. Like the whole session kind of felt like a lot of filler stuff instead of an exploration of anything.
Going through the motions. Well,
yeah.
I was trying, but it just didn't ever happen.
Well, right. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, it's not like when I was looking at your struggle. Like, I couldn't think of a way necessarily to have a good scene based off that, and
Right.
I was waiting, and nothing really leapt out as this is a great scene. I mean, even like when you're talking to the priest, it was like kind of like just rehashing things we already know. Pelor's not talking to people, just rehash. There wasn't like a scene,
Right.
But I mean, you did, after all, pursue it to a degree, so that's why you got the end of session stuff. But let me see, and everybody's goals. Azar did attempt to convince Perrin of his father's stuff. You did find out what's happening back at your home. It's on fire, Perrin. And MJ get the parties. Yeah, I mean, so everyone completed their goals. Everyone did, touch on your struggle in some, superficial way. And obviously you entered dangerous situations in pursuit of your mission, but it's just nothing jumped out as like, I don't know, like I say, that for some reason the session just felt like it fell a little bit flat. And it might be my fault. I'm not even really sure. Like, I don't think I had the session
it's been
planned out enough or something.
a great game. It's, not every single one's going to be
Right.
Right.
as the other one.
You have your bad days and your good days. I'm just basically saying why I'm not throwing out Crux. I didn't feel anything
Gotcha.
No, I would agree.
inspiring happen.
No, I totally agree with that too. I just wasn't sure exactly the motivations on the Crux and how that all functions.
Yeah.
I guess I'm still figuring that out.
When they come out in game, it's got to be because something,
that's above and beyond.
more meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the problem with your struggle, that I was like, I don't see how you could achieve that and change in some way. It just seems like a thing to go through the motions with, to get a Crux at the end of sessions for. Like, it's not like I have questions of what I should do about this.
Right.
It's not a very deep struggle. It's sort of a superficial one.
Well, can I fix that then? Can I drop that one and add another one for next week?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're always welcome to change them at the end of a session before next week, especially based off how things changed in the session.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, in general, when a session gets kind of clunky, especially in the first part of it, it has a tendency to cause people to check out a little bit. So there's several times where people weren't focused, myself included. So I mean, it's just the way the session came off.
Yeah.
But anyways, I really do need to get going. I got some things I need to do, and I'll talk to you guys in the forum.
Sounds good.
I'll check y'all later.
All right. Bye.
All right, later.